All right, guys, welcome on into tonight's stream. I am Jacen Wiley. I am your dungeon master.
Twitch.tv
and we're continuing our
or Jacen
campaign.
Like, what's your
Here,
what's your
I'll
Twitch name,
link
Jacen?
you to it right now.
I love mine so much.
Hold on.
All right, you guys
I
now
got
see
you.
it.
Oh my god, John Doe.
Cool.
Thank you.
I got it
sir.
linked on
Okay,
the
yeah, it
PA.
looks like everybody's is kind of bouncing up and down a little bit.
Number 15.
Burger King footbeddies.
Number 15, Alexander Cannoli.
I got a commercial
Just
for Papa
second.
John.
Where do you see the bouncing thing?
Devin, who is that? That looks so
If
familiar.
you speak,
It's Monk.
it just will bump you
Oh,
up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, see, it'll just
I'm
bump you up a
not-
little bit.
I'm
I
not
love
seeing.
how-
Oh, I think I'm
I
in an
love
ad.
how.
Okay,
Yeah,
wait till
I'm
the
in an
end.
ad. Honestly.
Also, don't
Because
forget
I
that
affiliate.
I gave you an
there's
ad
a
block.
delay. Don't forget that there's a delay, so like we
Oh.
aren't seeing it.
It won't
one-to-one
be,
with
yeah,
us.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
right,
that's
I won't
really
be the
cool.
one.
But they're not for us.
Oh,
anyway.
that is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dope.
so now, at least when we're talking, everybody will know who's talking, and plus, the background is now we're more in a tavern.
Devin,
So
what is yours?
It's Monk.
It's Monk from
It's
Monk, the
From
TV
Monk.
series.
I
Monk.
love how we've got Monk. We've got like legitimate, like what the character looks like for Rescendance, Alexander, and Smokey. We've got
Right.
John Doe, and then we've got a paper sketch.
What do you
I think
mean?
the
That's what John Doe looks like.
Don Low.
Don Low.
John
Bob Buff now.
Don Joe.
Add that to the list.
Bon Joe.
all right,
Fine.
so what is
Wait,
now John's full name?
Oh, do I need to add? Don Joe to this
Yes.
too now?
Yep,
Yeah,
adding
Hang on,
Don
wait, I
Joe.
need to figure out where that goes.
Just take a
Whoa,
minute.
Roscoe, I see you. I see the light.
I know.
Lights are
Light
on.
is on. No, it's okay.
Lights are on.
You can
Okay,
keep the
so-
light on.
Are we ready for the full name?
Ready.
Yes.
Go.
The full name is
Do it.
currently Sir John Johnny Phil Doe Don Joe Waffles McButters, the traveling food truck Bollywog Racer Bard, player of all sizes of flutes, but no piccolos, although he is in search of one, stripper of dead, actually unconscious bodies, and he didn't mean it.
Beautiful.
10 out of 10.
I forgot like
Amazing.
half of that. I
Oh, good lord! Imagine if this was one of those like multi-year, like I may say like 5, 6, 7 years. That list, it would just be a whole page.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
taking up the majority
You
of
have
my
a novel.
notes section.
The majority.
Just his
of the
name.
notes.
I
It's
was
just
I
a
was
Google Doc.
I was thinking about this for a second the other day. We've played, I don't know how many sessions, but quite a few. It has been 2 days since the start of the campaign. In the actual world, we are on day
Yeah,
3,
sure has.
technically.
Yeah.
It sure has.
And we've played, what, how many sessions now? We're on like session 8, right?
That's how it
Yeah.
goes sometimes.
It really is.
Session
You know what
6,
they say?
actually.
The
Yeah.
early
okay.
chicken gets the other chicken.
All right, so are we ready to roll?
No, it's cutting out.
Am I cutting out or? Okay, actually,
It's just
Yeah.
I am.
It's like a you problem.
He fades back into the darkness.
Or
It was just me. I'm just gonna turn off my camera and see if
Ah.
that fixes it.
cool.
Fair enough.
And sorry, if you guys just want to quickly unmute Twitch real quick.
Unmute.
Oh. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, there we
Okay, so
go.
I'm no longer a part of this campaign. I'd like to announce my resignation.
Wait, what was it?
I don't have it open. Oh no.
What was it?
I'll do it
Sorry,
again.
I'm sorry.
Exclamation point roll. Just go ahead. If you're in the chat, just hit it real quick.
That's
Wait, what?
amazing.
What now?
Exclamation point roll.
Oh my god.
Where? How? What? I don't Twitch.
Just in the chat, like how you type messages. There you go.
I don't
All right.
The font that just says Rick has rolled through.
Oh.
Rick roll.
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay.
All right.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Okay.
I need to
And this
transfer
is where
this
now
all
I'm
over.
going to put a timer on it.
I feel like I should put that as my character sticker. I'll be Rick.
That's gonna be your next name.
Do I need to add Rick onto the list of? Should I add Rick to the name?
I'll bring that
Yes,
up in
just
somehow.
for a flash out of left field, Rick.
Well,
I'm
just
gonna,
at the
like,
end- and he didn't
start-
mean it, Rick.
I'm just gonna like
There we go.
start playing that on my flute.
Now.
On your collection of flutes, actually.
All right.
There's plenty.
Okay, so are we ready to resume the campaign, everybody?
Let's do it.
Alrighty.
I'm ready.
We were
Rock and roll.
at we were at Guy Fieri's restaurant.
Yep, you
Yeah.
guys were at
Oh,
Guy.
yeah.
Or Fieri.
Oh my
the
gosh.
absolute
Yeah,
shit.
we
Yeah.
were at the restaurant.
Guys were at Guy
Great.
Fieri's like stall. You guys were eating food and talking, discussing.
Pretty sure Evan ate shit from a hammer.
Yep.
So much shit
Oh yeah.
in my mouth. All at the
Oh,
same
that's
time.
right. Yeah, he went unconscious from Guy Fieri knocking him.
In the span of
this
3 seconds.
Oh yeah,
adorbing
the
Guy
flame
Fieri.
hammer.
And prior to that, Smokey then learned some stuff about his homeland, about actually the events that transpired to where brought him to where he's at currently. He seems to be like kind of spacing, just not completely with it. And that's why you guys decided to take him out to eat on this final day of the Breath of Life Festival. So,
Evan Vietnam flashbacks.
so
Lighten up, buddy.
yeah, I think we left off with freaking Rod unconscious on the ground.
Aye.
He was
Yes.
beaten up by the hammer that I believe was labeled Flavor Town.
Flavor Town.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. We got
Send me
taken
all the way to Flavor Town.
by Flavor Town.
I swear, D&D can't make half this stuff up. You just roll
Can't
it.
make any of this up.
You made all of this up. This is
That's the joke.
It's only
It's the
made up.
joke.
It's literally all made up.
That's besides the point. Shush.
Shh. Okay, so you guys are all eating food. You guys just saw Rod get smashed by a hammer from a dwarf that's giving you guys food.
Shit just made me a salad.
he didn't want to
Oh
make you a
yeah,
salad.
you don't want to make me a salad.
No.
I like to imagine that I would have liked to help. However, like we're sitting at a booth and I'm one of the like the inner seats of the booth that's close to the wall, so I don't want to like get up because that would
okay.
mean getting up past someone. So like
I
I'm just
tried to
observing.
help, but then
I love
like,
how that's where the line is.
Social awkwardness, okay.
Oh no, roll 20. There we go.
Oh,
All
tell me, why have you forsaken me like this?
right. Why have you forsaken me in yours? I want to just test something. Does this actually work now? It does. Okay, cool.
Yo.
Hey yo.
The hell is that?
Don't click show spell description.
Oh,
It
no.
just doesn't work for me.
Yeah, it worked for me.
I'm a fan of
I click it and it does this.
N1CB23TL Q T0S8Q3RO.
I will add that to your character's name, I swear to God. Anyway.
hmm.
So yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Oh, we're starting?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're starting.
We started again. Rod is unconscious. You guys are eating your food.
I think he threw me outside too.
Yep.
I'm not
Remember,
helping
yeah.
because I'm socially awkward.
Can Alexander go heal him?
He can try to get him unconscious. Again, he's at 0 HP. Actually, yeah, technically 0 HP. Just unconscious. He's good. He's stable though. He's not like taking any damage.
Yeah.
He's taking a nap.
Okay.
I'm just sleeping.
Can I
Yeah.
make him conscious with
You can do your best, buddy.
that new ability I have? I forget what it's called. The
Song of Rest.
yes.
If you play some music, you can try.
I feel like we
This is
should
perfect.
we should save that for when we're like all dying though. Couldn't he just do cure wounds?
Song of Rest isn't
Did
a
that
Song of
Get
Rest
him up to
is-
1 HP?
Song of Rest is
Song
a
of-
feature that he can just continuously do whenever you guys are
Yeah.
doing a short rest.
It's
This
not a
doesn't
spell.
take up a spell slot. This doesn't take up anything. This is just an ability he
That's-
has.
It's like
that's
Bardic
so
Walk
Inspiration.
outside,
I have
take out
3.
my flute, and go. "Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo."
Oh, I thought
refuse
that
to
was a
wake up.
spell. That's
No,
awesome.
I have 3 healing abilities though. 2 spells and then that thing now.
Hmm.
If it doesn't take a spell slot, that's awesome.
Yeah, and Mitch has it too.
Yeah, it's something all bards get at level 2.
Class feature then. Nice.
That's so sick.
It's a beautiful class feature. It's fantastic. And as he gets, actually, give me a wisdom saving throw, Devon.
Oh boy. Okay, hold on. I gotta go back to roll 20.
Roll permanent brain damage.
Right. Jeez,
Roll
what
to
is
be
that?
rickrolled.
Roll permanent brain damage.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
Oh, there's 2 ways I could go with this.
Permanent brain damage.
Really?
Preferably not permanent brain damage.
So now, as he's playing
Brain damage.
a song by Rick Astley, it's oddly soothing, and you are finding yourself like, I can just sleep even more. As you fall into a deeper sleep.
Nice.
That's amazing. Okay.
How about I try it? And I get out my violin and I go do 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 do, but I
And
do it
join
very
them as
loudly.
well.
Okay. Give me one more wisdom saving throw, Devin.
Oh boy. 12.
Okay.
Okay, you're kind of stirring a little bit, but you're still kind of asleep. The
If I
violin's
slap
just like,
him
ew.
Wait, hold on. Plus 4.
Where did both of you
16.
learn the same song?
It was one
by
of
by the great
uh,
Rick Ghastly.
the traveling songs that we had. Smokey knows it well.
Nice.
He just sort of nods.
It's canon.
And with that,
If
Rick rolling.
Guy
is
Fieri's
now the
canon, so
inverse.
is Rick Astley.
So is Gordon
Rick
Ramsay, alright?
Next thing you know, we'll see fucking Flo from the Progressive commercials or some shit.
No.
Wink Ganassi.
Oh
Okay.
my
Is
gosh.
there any can I just grab a glass of water and dump it on his head?
Yeah, you can do that.
Hello?
Are you guys all just
Yep.
like standing
Yeah.
over my unconscious
I think
body
I'm-
trying to wake
I
me
think I'm
up?
just,
No, I'm still eating.
Okay, cool.
yeah. I just take some water and dump it on his head.
Okay, and with that,
I want to
boom,
make sure
he comes
not
up.
to waterboard him.
No, it's very much
Let's
like
go.
a
I
bucket
appreciate
in the
that.
face kind of level. That's enough to jolt you awake.
Perfect.
So,
I
you're-
solved your water puzzle, sir.
You're up by
Thank
1
you.
HP. And actually, since it is technically now Song of Rest, if one of the bards go. Actually, since you're both doing it, how about both of you guys roll your d6 for
A violin flute duet of
more of a
Never Gonna Give
harmony?
You Up.
Now all we need is bagpipes, so we got a great Irish tune.
Wait, did you say I'm doing a D6 or D8?
What does it say for Song of Rest? Let me check. D&D.
What is this rolling for?
They're
Healing.
rolling for the amount of health they're giving to Rod.
Technically healing for all of us, but I
Oh,
think,
gotcha.
it's a D6.
It's a D6.
Okay, so it is
Okay.
a D6.
Okay. So that is 5 HP plus. I can say if
Hey.
that is
Hello.
11.
Wow.
Of course,
Half
Mitch has
health.
to roll math.
Thanks, guys.
So I'm gonna try to look around and see if I find any scrumptious leaves or anything I could like throw together a makeshift salad for Rod?
Give me an investigation check.
Right.
This might be
that's
2 checks. This might be an investigation and a nature check.
Anyone has prestidigitation, you could just flavor leaves.
Okay, you definitely are able to find leaves. Now the question is
Yeah.
if they're edible. That is going to be nature.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, you're able to find everything you need to put a salad together.
Nice.
I'm also going to throw prestidigitation onto that to add the flavor of salad dressing.
All right.
Ooh.
So
We have thrown
together
together.
with your
Salad.
team, you're able to create a salad for Rod.
So I'm also going to take one of my gold pieces and just like shave off a little bit, just like make like gold flakes onto the salad.
I don't think that's very healthy.
Yeah, but it's fancy.
Are you trying to poison me?
Gold poisoning.
And I want to show it to Guy Fieri before I give it to Rob.
Don't do that, no.
Actually, as you're doing that, Guy Fieri, as you begin trying to look for him, Guy Fieri's gone.
He's given up on us.
As you actually look down the street, you see him going into, like, he's going, like, door-to-door salesman level, going from, like, restaurant to restaurant.
And all
Try-
he was the yelling.
Well,
Doing what
other
he did
people
to
won't
get
give us a.
Or let us down.
Exactly.
Up.
Damn it.
The theme of tonight, how many Rickroll jokes can we make?
It's not that. He
All of
actually,
On Twitch.
there's a timer on it now. There's a timer.
Okay.
Okay, interesting.
Uh,
This is gonna be interesting.
we-
Okay, so you give your golden flaked salad to Rod.
Thank you.
I made you a salad, Rod.
Well, I'm so touched. Thank you, Sean.
I hope this grows our friendship.
Why did you? What is the emphasis on the word "grows" for?
Because I looked at these leaves and they
What-
grew. Just like I look at you and we both grow in friendship.
There's a lot of weird emphases there. I don't know how to respond to that, but thank you for the salad. I'm gonna go eat this now. John.
Would you like to eat it together?
Yes. I would.
Right.
Nice.
Okay.
Do you have a
Frill
fork?
applauds, like seeing this scene of beautiful friendship. The most sarcastic clap that they can manage.
All right, and I'm asking this: did you guys eat the gold flakes?
I did not.
I did.
Oh, no.
I didn't want to disappoint my friend.
Okay. So yeah, no, you taste really good, but for some reason you feel something strange inside of you. Like,
What was in this salad, John?
That is the feeling of friendship.
and as he's saying this, you kind of feel a burning and inside of you. As you then look, you see yourself as an acolyte from years ago, very briefly, as it then disappears.
John, I'm seeing things. I'm scared.
Hallucinogenic
Rod,
gold.
What are you seeing?
I see myself.
Hold
Years ago.
on. Hold on. Are you saying you have an imaginary friend that's not me?
Are you real?
What? What? Yes.
Listen here, Rod.
Okay. I'm listening.
Now,
I'm here.
look around you.
I look around my surroundings.
Everything
These
looks
people,
normal.
these guys are real.
Yes.
Now take a deep look inside yourself,
I'm looking.
and you are also real.
I'm
Whatever
real.
else you are seeing, I do not see. I look around to like Alexander and everyone else, just like, do you guys see anything?
And just to make sure that like he thinks that everyone is real, I like take a bite out of Rod, like as if to pinch him, but instead just taking a bite.
Roll
I
to
smacked
hit.
the bird. I smacked the bird.
Roll to
Okay.
hit.
First off, Alex,
it.
roll to hit for your bite.
Which one am I doing again? I'm sorry.
D20.
D20.
Just a
add-
regular D20.
Yeah, D20 and add your strength.
Oh, I'm doing the wrong one.
Actually,
There's
as you go in to try to nibble at him, you're inside. Basically, again, you've been trained as a monk for most of your life. Instincts just kick in. As soon as he tries to snap at you, you quickly whip it out of the way, and now you roll your attack, your unarmed strike.
There you go.
So,
I just wanted...
as you go through it, you are about ready to swing down, and immediately, Lysander, you pull back as he hits the board beneath you, cracking it.
I just turned to Rescendance and I just in Infernal, just like, what the fuck is happening?
I think Rescendance is just staring and trying not to laugh because he wants to seem like professional about the situation.
Oh, and that
But
it's
it's-
trying and failing not to laugh.
Yeah, I think the more that Trill laughs, the harder Rescendance has to try to not just like break.
Understandable.
Meanwhile, this whole time, Smokey is just staring at his plate, fucking traumatized.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
You guys
Forgot about
forgot
that.
your purpose.
The whole time while this is going on, you have the giant rhino man just like,
I know. Where did the rest of the food go? Is it just still on the table?
Food, most of it's been eaten from again, I'm assuming like you guys did eat a little bit. Now you're going off to give Rod his bit of
My
food.
mashed potato plate was fantastic.
Yeah.
So most of the food
Yeah,
is eaten. You guys are just kind of finishing up your meal, whereas Smokey, again, I'm just assuming you were just like very much like you're eating just purely out of just like habit.
yep.
Okay.
Now he's just staring at the empty plate. Empty like his soul.
I think after the whole Rod scenario calms down, I think we just kind of go back. And I don't know how Smokey would like react to like a lot of people talking. So I think just kind of sitting there and like just providing an ear if he starts to talk.
I
He's not
didn't
gonna
think
talk,
this
is
through.
he? He's not gonna talk, is he?
Probably not, because I'm still trying to figure out how to word everything. So go ahead.
Nice.
And I look at Smokey, and I'm like, I think you finished your food, bud. Yeah, you can look up from the plate now.
No response.
John, his plate is still like half full.
Wait, am I seeing things now too?
Oh,
Help
I
me.
mean,
What was in that salad, John?
I mean, the flavoring was magic, and like I'm pretty sure it was safe, but like, no, it should be safe.
I do
My
have a
magic is
question.
nothing but consistent.
You said Guy Fieri is not in the building, right?
He's left, yeah.
Could I go behind the counter and pour Smokey a beer and just walk it back to the table and
Ooh.
not say anything?
How do you want to do this? Like, are you going to try to be sneaky about it, or are you just like, how are you going to do it?
I think I'm gonna do two things. I think I'm gonna first take a look outside and see if he's still just like door-to-door salesmaning like other people.
Okay, perception.
All right, can I look out? Bees look out.
Yeah.
Sweet.
6.
Again, you're not seeing him. You look left, you looked right. You're not seeing him at all.
Okay.
Same with you, Rod. Just give me
I'm gonna.
give me perception real quick.
Oh, nice.
You do see him down the alleyway quite a bit as he gets kicked out of another restaurant.
I think I turn to Rod and I go, "Hey, can you just make sure he doesn't come back in here?"
Got you.
And then can I cast Detect Magic on the place to make sure there's no like barriers or anything that
Okay.
could get us in trouble?
Are you going to make it a ritual, or are you going to use a spell slot?
They're with the Eldritch Sight. Would that make it a ritual?
Actually, I think you can do it immediately.
Because it does it without a spell slot.
Okay.
Rituals.
So, yeah,
take
I'm gonna-
time, so yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Eldritch Sight immediately just.
Yeah, I think my eyes just like flicker really fast, and then
Okay.
I take a look around.
You're looking around.
Do I?
You do see a little bit of a magical aura, but as you look behind it, it's from Flavortown. Overall, the building itself, it has light. You do see like some faint aura just kind of around the building itself. Upon closer look, you see that it's very much like this building was being held kind of together by like magical means, so to speak.
Okay, but I
And-
don't see any like
Mhm.
traps that would set off.
No, you're not seeing any traps because you're seeing a lot of the cooks kind of go around, moving around in the area itself. That they're busy, and so in every respect, it's easy to assume that there's not going to be a lot of theft here because there's so many people around.
I'm just gonna walk back there and just be like, "Hey guys, I just had to fill up my beer real quick," and then I'm gonna grab two pints and start filling them up from the tap.
Roll deception.
This is a John Doe type of situation.
Well, that's a +6 on deception. That's
Oh,
high.
dang. Okay.
I'm
Come on, give it to me.
So you walk back there, and at first glance, I was like, okay, yeah, no, whatever, because they're just so busy filling orders. As you get the tap going, one of them looks over and goes, "Wait, you're not supposed to be back here!"
Damn it.
But it's
I
as
think-
it's filled, so you can now quickly just duck out.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna be like, too late, and then just turn around and start walking out.
And you see him try to make his way through the chefs, through everything. Roll me a stealth check.
Stealth check.
Let me do this.
I'm assuming we're watching this, right?
Oh yeah.
Might I
Oh.
provide some
Bro.
aid? Because I
Fuck.
have an idea.
Okay, what's your idea?
I am going to cast Shape Water and use it to, like, I don't know, maybe pull some liquid out of one of the taps and freeze it on the ground behind Rescendance.
Oh, that's
The
sick.
chef is following.
Okay, so that's
And-
that. And then here is going to be his save. Okay. So
This is
as
a
you
lot.
do... Oh, this is going to be chaos. So as you pull the water out of the tap, you put it on the ground, and he does not even really slip with it. And so he's able to easily, quickly go around the counter, and he sees you, Rescendance.
Can I cast just thaumaturgy in the place and just try to kind of make the whole room like flicker as like my eyes just stare into him?
You do that, and this dude is unfazed.
Damn it. That is about what I expected.
Where is
Is
Flavor Town right now?
Oh no.
It is behind the bar. Like, it is behind the counter. Because the way this entire thing is, it's a stall. You guys are all it's kind of like a picnic area where you're eating outside. This isn't like a closed-in restaurant.
Okay.
So, yeah. So
they are behind the bar right now, correct?
he is outside just underneath the window where you would go and order food. He's just hiding underneath there, and the tap that's Trill used to try to make the floor slippery is on the inside of it.
Okay.
what is this guy? Is he coming over here to attack me? Is he just coming over here to like yell at me? Like, what's the situation?
Right now, again, I kind of like paused the scene as these things have been happening. He's looking at you, and his hand is outreaching to grab you.
Okay. Could I, as I grabbed 2 beers, and this was the reason, could I splash one of the beers in his face?
Sure. Where are you? Are you just trying to throw it in his face to, like, what's the purpose? Why are you throwing it?
More just to give me a moment of him like having to wipe his eyes and me just being able to kind of slip out of there.
Okay. So, yeah. Let's see here.
We've been kicked out before, Trill. It's fine.
Okay, so this is going to be athletics checks. With
Athletics? Oh.
You will have advantage, and he will have disadvantage because you're throwing this in his face, and then you're ducking out.
Okay.
2 1s, 2 nat 20.
18. Let's go.
Damn.
Okay. His is a 2.
2.
Rough.
Oh, wait, right. He has disadvantage.
He has disadvantage.
Oh.
JK. Nice too.
So,
Let's go.
you throw it in his face, he goes, "Argh!" And you're able to duck underneath him and make your way outside into the street.
So I 100% just turn around and kind of give a nod to everybody. And I'm like, all right, let's, if you want, follow me. If not, and I'm going to keep the beer for Smokey if he decides to come out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm following you out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
as we're leaving, and I just want to like catch up to you and be like, you know, like you try
Don't you
to
hate
act
when that
like the really
happens?
uptight one between us. Like, come on, you know our dynamic, but like, you've stolen food like 3 times and beers now.
Yeah, but
And
Guy
it
Fieri is an
hasn't
asshole.
it hasn't gone well for you more often than not.
I think Rescendance just looks back and goes, I'm practicing, and then just keeps walking.
Practicing
And
stepping down to my level.
Okay. So, where are you guys running up to now?
As soon as he actually smells the beer, just sort of gets up and follows it.
He's like, beer.
If
Like,
memory
kind of like a
serves-
Homer Simpson type of thing.
if memory serves, our plan after
Beer.
our plan after food was to head back to see if the interrogation went well. So
Yeah.
that's my vote.
Mhm.
Let's do it.
I agree with that. I give the beer to Smokey first.
He does before you can even hand it to him. He just sort of takes it and just he tosses it down and tosses the cup behind him. Just sort of, okay, let's go.
Does he hit anyone with that?
No. Again, it's getting towards. Again, you guys are coming to the end of the day. It's evening, and you see everybody's actually starting to pack up their caravans, getting ready to leave for the next morning.
Cool. Yeah. I think we probably just walk back because we're trying to figure out the investigation.
Yeah.
Or the interrogation,
Yeah.
excuse me.
We had a lovely productive day of buying like 3 health potions and our monk getting knocked out with a sledgehammer.
I think it's
And
got
then
some other
one-
stuff too.
Then tripping acid over gold flakes and magic seasoning.
Oh yeah, and Smokey got a book.
Oh, yes.
That's right.
Smokey did.
I showed his hilariously ridiculous little glasses.
The little spectacles on the little rhino. All right. So you guys do make it back to the encampment where you guys have been setting up, and as you've seen, like the general stage where they did the magical presentation and all that stuff, that is already being torn down, and it seems like it's already loaded up into the caravan. You see some people now just sitting around a campfire, just talking, sharing some stories, just kind of chatting, laughing. Trill Rescendants, you do see some of the other students there just chatting, laughing. And you just see this teachers kind of, they got a lot of the stuff prepped and ready to go, other than just for the stuff they need for the night. And so with that, you do see Saloni, and you see the big boof elf.
The boof elf.
The boof elf.
The Ronnie Coleman elf.
I just
Yep.
realized we forgot to send the stream link to the CRAS Discord. Should I do that real quick?
Yeah, if you guys want to.
I was already there.
I assume we just walk up to them.
Yeah.
Is just quick of like read of the room, like I guess the festival. Do people know that we caught these people, or is this kind of like a covert, like they're trying to figure things out?
The general atmosphere that you've gotten is that there was an event. The academy staff has intervened, and they have basically told everybody else that it has been taken care of. They don't need to worry.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
That's kind of the
Okay.
general atmosphere.
So we can
feel.
walk up to them. So we can walk up to them, and we don't have to be like, so about the guys. Like, we can kind of talk normally.
To the academy staff, yeah, you can talk to. You can be a little bit more candor, like a little bit more open about it. It's not like super top secret.
What about the cultists?
Yeah.
Yeah, so about those guys we went and beat up.
And you took out 4.
So the question is, who are you guys talking to? Are you talking to the Boof Elf or Saloni? Like who? Rule? Who are you guys talking to?
Saloni was like the one. She seems like the one in charge more than anyone else from what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm the one who should do the talking now. Just because I feel like other people have interacted with her more.
Yeah, I think I probably can start this with Saloni.
Okay. So
Just I
sorry. The
probably
party
just-
does approach
okay.
Saloni. So whoever your appointment is, have them approach.
I think I probably walk up and do just like a simple like head nod, like small bow as like a hello. Because I'm assuming she's much higher rank than like me and Tro, right? Like she's a very important person at the Enclave.
At the Enclave overall, yes, she is one of the. She's actually one of the Enclave council members.
Yeah, that's right. I knew there was something. So yeah, some sort of respectful bow, and then just ask, just like, so has there been any word on the interrogation?
As of yet, we have yet to make way with it. Interrogations like this generally take some time in order for us to kind of get anywhere. But just know that we are persistent in what we're doing, but it's going to take some time.
Is there any way that we could provide any assistance?
We have our best people working on it currently. I'd say, unfortunately, with you guys being of Group 4 of the Academy, I don't think you guys are quite up to this kind of interrogation level.
I think actually, just a little bit. Like Rescendants is not too prideful, but that stung just a little. Like, well, fucking, I could do it. Like, what do you mean? Like, not like out loud or not actually changing anything, but just in his head, just like, okay.
All right, bitch, I can do this.
What is it? Just smacking around a bunch of guys? We smacked them around to get him here. What do you mean? But yeah.
The guy who had to make a pact for magic? What?
Did you say that out loud? Or was that-
No, but I want to, but I won't.
Okay, so you
Me an
didn't say
opportunity,
any
I'll
of this
do it.
aloud, correct? This was just all internal monologue?
This was
Give me an
all
opportunity, I'll
strictly
say that shit.
internal monologue. It was all internal monologue.
The bow
I
thing.
think I like wear like a faker smile though. I think my smile goes from like, or not a smile, but like I think my face goes from like a genuine just listening to like a fake smile of like, But that is all.
Okay. So she's like, but other than that, are you guys ready for our journey back tomorrow?
Yeah,
I think-
kinda forgot about that.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
Resendant halts for a moment and is like, "Oh yeah, we have to go back."
Yes, and especially since you guys came out in the field, this counts as one of your field quests. You guys can actually get more credit for this to deduct your guys' tuition as well. Just gotta go ahead and meet with Professor Mahori. Just a reminder, make sure you fill out your report or you know how he'll get pissed. And you hear
I think-
Rule kind of snort in the background.
I think me and
Gotta make sure you're in the school when filling out the form, otherwise it doesn't count or whatnot.
I think I look to Trill, and just because normally I would never forget an assignment, I think that's something Resendants probably would take pride in, is the fact that he's always on top of it. But because of the last 2 days, I think it just looks over at Trill and just has a look of, oh shit, I have not done anything for that.
And actually with this, you would know this because so with the academy there are like different groups. You guys are in the final group before you guys become full-fledged spellcasters. So with this fourth group, you are actually able to take out quests, take out assignments, and usually you have free reign to do however you want to approach it, however it's done. It's just you always need to write up a report about it to submit it to Professor Mahori.
Okay.
So this is something you know. It's just one of those things like, oh yeah, duh. I almost forgot. It's just kind of that moment.
Over the table, is that something that I would need to like expand on like actually, or is that more of just like an in-game, by the way, I spent some time writing my report?
That's more in-game. That's in-game. It's like, oh, I wrote the report, and then you are like sending in the paperwork.
Cool. Gotcha. It's just like a little side moment.
Yeah, where it's basically like you got to do a summary, explanation what happened, and that's about it.
Like any
Okay.
other school trip.
Like, yeah,
How-
exactly.
How far is the travel from here to the Enclave?
It took
Like,
you
how many
guys
days?
about 3 days. 3 days of travel.
Oh.
So wait, when this conversation came up, Resendants like looked at me, right?
Yeah, or Sandus
Yeah,
looks
'cause
at
I
you like,
forgot
oh
about the
crap.
I'm just gonna be like, don't look at me as if you expect me to do this before last minute.
I think with that he gives the nod of like, yeah, that's actually very accurate.
I look at like Smokey and Alexander, and I was like, when is our train leaving?
Oh yeah, we kind of been with you guys this whole time. I don't suppose you could come back to the Enclave with us, huh?
And you see Slani Goers is like, oh, they are heading that way. They're more than welcome to stay with. They're more than welcome to come, provided they don't have any prior engagements.
I mean, my uncle. I mean, I gotta get back to him because he's a toilet attendant, and I gotta get, all these paper towels back to him. But I mean, if you guys have anything better to do, then just give me an excuse to get out of this. I'm all ears.
Resendance looks to him and then discusses with him what we talked about in the last session. Just like, we could probably assist you with your other means at the Enclave.
I mean, anything's better than grabbing more paper towels from my uncle, so I'm okay with that.
I rolled an investigation check to see if I don't know if that's a correct roll.
Okay.
I want to know if he actually has an uncle.
That would be actually an insight check.
Insight.
Right
Wow.
letter.
I mean, we can keep that roll though.
Insight.
Keep that roll.
I'm gonna go with the insight roll.
Gonna say, John, do you want to do deception?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh,
Oh, for one.
That's
Oh.
rough.
Ooh.
Oh no.
That's rough.
Do you care to explain on the truth? And actually, you can whisper this to Lysander if you want.
So, I guess I go over to Lysander.
I'd say if you want to, you can just like message him on yes or no or whatever.
Okay, that works too.
I was hoping for some John Doe.
I'd say, or if you guys really
It's
want
lore.
to, you guys can
John
go
Doe lore.
into the conspiracy channel.
Oh, do we do it through conspiracy?
If you guys want to.
do we all have our own conspiracy channel, or wouldn't we all be able to see that?
Again, the conspiracy voice channel.
Oh,
Oh, gotcha.
Oh.
Some people can be in there.
Actually, I'm going to see if I can edit it to 3 so I can
Yeah,
go
make
and
it
listen
3
in.
so the GM goes in as well.
Yep.
right.
So
That's definitely going to be more interesting than whatever bullshit we get up to.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
yeah. Just give me 1 second.
John,
here.
what do you want to do? You want to message it, or do you want to go into
I mean,
conspiracy?
let's hop in the chat. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So our listeners can also.
This is
Okay.
so
Lord.
interesting.
Okay.
John Doe lore, let's go.
Jump on in.
Hello, John.
All right. So tell
like,
about
I
your.
lean over to you and just like kind of like cup my mouth and just like go over your ear. I'm like, well, I see you looking at me, and you're like looking like deep down within me, and are you suspicious?
Yeah, I want to know what's going on. Do you have an uncle? What's going on with this? Do you have the paper towels you got to do? What's really going on, Mr. John?
What's really going on? Well, you see, you got me. I do have an uncle. He is real.
Okay.
I mean, but no, he doesn't sit in bathrooms for a living. As, I mean, that's I guess that's good for me because I don't have to get him paper towels. But I mean, I guess I other than just like the cart we came on, I really have nowhere to go back to right now.
Really? Okay. So, like, you weren't gonna, like, do anything else afterwards? Like, you weren't... So it sounds like you weren't gonna, like, go back to your uncle and help him out with paper towels. Do you just have, like, nothing going on? Or do you have something else going on?
I mean, nothing going on right now.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll put it there.
Okay. Interesting.
All right.
Hmm.
Once you guys are ready,
Well-
head on over back to the Stumble Inn.
Yeah, before we go back...
Oh goodness.
I won't say anything. Well, we'll keep it as our own little secret. I look forward to more John Doe secrets, and maybe I'll tell you some secrets of mine. Bard's
Oh, you-
Trust.
Look at Alexander and just tap my nose.
All right, let's go back in.
Use it.
Yeah.
Has the posse
How
returned?
is this
Yes,
revelation,
they have.
Alex?
Yeah, I mean, he really needs to help his uncle out. His uncle is
yeah.
real.
I like the idea of Alexander saying his uncle is real because none of us made any, like, we didn't think anything of it. So as soon as you say that, we're like,
Wait a minute.
was his uncle not real?
What we saw, okay, what I'm imagining we saw is John says this, and then Alexander gives him a look. John walks over, whispers something in his ear, and then Alexander's just like, his uncle's real.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I imagined. And I think Rescendance is just like, for a split second, they're like, was his uncle? I'm not even going to ask.
Like, was he not real or yeah?
It's not worth questioning.
No, I mean, he actually has to do the whole paper towel thing and actually help him out. His story tracks.
I don't believe either one of you.
The more you say that, can I do an insight check on Alexander and how much does he lie?
Sure. Insight
lie?
deception.
Why would I lie?
Insight
I
the
don't know,
deception.
The more you talk about it, the more I'm like, I don't think you're telling the truth.
Sentence. Okay, and then let's say.
Oh, do I have to do deception?
Yes, you do deception.
Okay.
Oh, he's a bard. He has good deception.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
So
Like
very
I
much. Yeah.
his uncle's real.
Uncle's real.
What is this? Some indie game?
His uncle is real.
Yeah.
Really funny.
Rescendance just like kind of like squints his eyes a little bit, and then just looking at Alexander, I'm imagining he's just like, yeah, his uncle's real, and I go, all right, and just move on.
See, this is why I want to stick with these guys. They are so fun compared to some of the people at the academy.
I mean, just to make it clear, sitting in a bathroom all day, handing out paper towels is no fun at all.
Oh, I
Is
thought he
that
was like
your
a
uncle?
plumber or something.
Is that what your very real uncle does?
I thought he was like a plumber, not the fucking
uncle is
toilet,
a
not the fucking
toilet
toilet
paper
paper
roll?
dispenser.
The toilet paper dispenser.
What rich asshole is hiring your uncle?
Imagine he's in a public bathroom.
Wait, like, have you guys not seen this before?
Yeah, it's the
The attendee.
It's the
No, I
fancy
haven't seen that
restaurants.
before.
Yeah.
I
Fancy
haven't seen that
restaurant.
before.
If you go to concerts and you go into the bathroom and if you see someone sitting there handing paper towels, don't take one unless you're willing to tip, because those guys literally have to sit there for 5 hours just handing out paper towels and they get paid like minimum wage.
It's
I have
terrible.
never seen that before.
Also exists.
They do it at the Marquee in Arizona a lot.
Okay.
Oh, I haven't been to the Marquee.
But okay,
No, keep going.
I was just gonna say, I was just gonna look to Smokey and Rod and be like, would you guys want to come to the Enclave with us?
Absolutely.
Again,
After, like,
Saloni.
how-
Saloni shouts out over there. It's like their quest where you can get paid.
I like.
As soon as she
where I get paid.
get paid, Smokey snaps out of it and said, "Let's go."
Let's go.
Importantly,
After
you
like
can-
however much time it's been since he said a single word, he just, as soon as they mention of money, he just snaps right into it. He's like, "What are we waiting for? The fucking
Rescendance.
arms wait."
But more importantly, you get extra credit and real world experience. No, I'm just fucking with you. You get paid. Fuck yeah.
Rescendance
I-
after
I-
here.
That was the first time you've spoken in a while. You good?
I'll be fine.
Okay.
Rescendance hears extra credit and is like really excited that Trill's excited about extra credit, and then as soon as he goes, just kidding, he just gets a little sad. Like, oh,
It's very
Saloni
much
just put a-
like
put a-
if you were
That's
said
in the head.
once you hit the max amount of outside hours, you start getting extra credit.
Exactly,
It's
like-
kind of that myth. You're like, oh, really? No. Aw.
yeah. I was just like, oh, okay.
That would have been nice.
I don't know what our grades are. I don't know if Jacen, if you had an idea for that, but
Well, basically what happens is, again, once you actually hit the fourth grade, I say fourth group, because again,
Yeah.
it's all divided up by age groups. So the fourth
Yeah.
age group is 16 to 20. Once you hit that group, you take a proficiency test to where you actually then go out into the field to start
Okay, cool.
earning your own experience. This is where it would be like kind of our internship hours. You go out, you get the experience, and the reward is you can get some money, but this is also a way for you to pay down your tuition as well. By accepting these quests, it pays down your tuition, and you do get a cut of the reward, but the actual academy has kind of a stipend built into it, to where as soon as you complete the quests and you get the reward, they take out the amount that will go towards your tuition.
Okay.
Now, for the rest of us, does that stipend get taken out as well?
For you guys, the stipend isn't there. You get the full reward.
Cool.
We're not students. We're just hired. We're just hired
Yes,
muscle,
Go to
basically.
school, guys.
Because again, for the academy students, this is actual field training. This is how you work with other people. You're getting rewarded with that experience. And this way you are still getting some of the money, but it's also getting paid towards the school. And the school, actually, from everybody else, they do take a small percentage because they're able to post the jobs at the school. So it's more like a fee for them to post it. But you guys, for anybody that's not a student, you guys don't... You get the full amount minus what they paid for to post it. So whatever is posted on there, like for instance, if it was like, oh, you get 30 gold pieces to find a lost dog, you guys would get the 30. The students would get about 20. That would be how it worked.
Sorry.
Could
I quickly, just something for Rescendant's lore, could we make this mission that we went out to set up this thing be his first one, since he literally didn't have access to magic until about a month ago? So he's like probably really behind on these.
For you, I'd say this could be like, this definitely is your first. Like, this is your first full-fledged one. You've maybe done one where you kind of went in as kind of like one of the kind of archaeologists, like after a dungeon gets cleared and they have an expedition team come in to just kind of survey, report, that would have been how you were starting to get some of the extra credit or get some of this experience.
Cool.
So, but this one was your first full-fledged one where you were there from start to finish.
That's cool.
So that's why for you, when you're like, oh yeah, I get to write my report, I can actually do this. You're more excited on, you actually get to do this.
Yeah.
So
it's finally here.
Correct. So that's very much what it is for you. You're like, I finally got the experience now.
All right. Is Lyxander on board to come to the Enclave?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. So you
at that
guys...
point, whether he wants to or not, he's going.
With the knowledge he has on deck.
Chicken.
Well,
I am suddenly excited to be with everyone in the party that, without looking at anyone, I am just like frantically taking a bite out of a random person in the party. I don't know who, but I do that.
Ooh.
Is this like a nervous...
Roll D6. Roll D6.
Do I have to, or is it everyone?
No, you are the one rolling the D6.
This is deciding who in the party.
Bingo.
Oh no.
Right?
That is a 1.
He bites himself.
Actually, yes, he does. As actually you go into bite Smokey, your arms are up like you're about ready to grab into it. He moves and you trip and bite your own arm.
That's so funny.
He moves his arm to get something from his backpack.
Okay.
It's like a perfectly timed.
It's like,
it's like a Looney Tunes timed thing.
Time to pull up the sound effects.
Just after he hears the bite, he just sort of like, you son of a bitch.
That's amazing.
Then he fucking pulls out like a tiny photo, like tiny to him, photo out of his backpack, looks at it for a minute, then puts it away.
Okay.
And did we see that, or was he secretive about that?
Roll me perception.
No, not really.
Actually,
Not really.
wait. What is everybody's passive perception? That should be a better question.
Mine's 11.
Yeah,
How do you see that?
mine
Kurt.
is 16.
It's below your skills.
Ooh.
There's a box that says passive
okay.
wisdom perception.
So Rescendant's 11.
12 because it's higher than Rescendance's.
16.
No.
Which is bullying. Oh, well, fuck.
I know.
Actually, only person that sees is Rod.
Oh,
Rod's
joy.
got eyes.
Rod, you
I
saw
don't
him
know where
pull
to
out a
find
photo and put it back away.
I take note.
He took note.
I took note.
I was too focused on the bird trying to eat itself.
Yeah, you're more
Everybody
laughing at the fact that it's freaking cannibal chicken fell flat on his
Realized
face.
he's a chicken.
Is this like a? It's at this point. It's like a kind of like a. I'm trying to think of the word. Not Tourette's, or am I got the right one? More sort of like
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
the one.
habit.
Hey, his
Yeah,
father
Tourette's.
had Tourette's.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like a Tourette's.
Oh, that's
where he just-
right.
He just bites.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
sleep
take
flies.
fighting people,
I sleep flies. Yeah.
eating chicken.
So from here, what is there left to do at the festival? Like things are closing down.
Yep, things
We
are
leave
closing
tomorrow.
down. Everybody is getting ready for their journey tomorrow. So this
I'd
is
like
where...
to talk to the buff elf.
All right.
So yeah, I just like walk over to him
All right. So you approach Zenfir.
as a greeting. I just like squeeze his bicep a little.
And he looks at you and is like, "What do you want?" And this is a stark difference from the when you first met him, extremely flamboyant elf, to a very tired and irritable man.
Okay.
Me.
So like seeing this, I kind of like change my whole manner. I like stand up a little straighter. I'm assuming he's taller than me.
Oh yeah.
So just like yeah.
Wait, how tall are you? That should be a question here.
Shoot, I don't know how tall I am.
Because he's around like 6'3".
Yeah, I'm guessing I'm just like 5'11" or something.
Okay.
Yeah, half elves are your average human height for the most part.
Yeah, like
maybe a little bit taller.
5'10", 6 foot kind of range.
Yeah.
On the rare occasions, they're like
In the
you.
middle, 5'11". And so, just like, kind of like my voice changes a little bit, and I look at him and I'm just like, I see your wariness. I'm curious, just like, what all have you tried so far?
Well, I can say we're doing everything we can. I cannot go into details.
Can I give you any pointers?
Doubtful.
I reach into my coat and I pull out a flute.
Okay, one second. I need to check one thing with him.
Okay.
Sorry. As you actually begin reaching back, there is immediately a knife to your throat. Like, you didn't even see his hand move. It was just so quick.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm just like, I guess I can't take a step back because he's just like on me, I guess.
And he immediately goes, "Move your hand slowly. Show me what you got."
And I'm like taking out the flute of my coat.
And as soon as he sees the flute, he lowers the dagger.
Cool. And so I just like present it to him. And I say, now, I heard people's ears are very sensitive. If you blow this really hard into his ears, I believe he'll tell you everything you want to know.
You horrible person.
Just for a brief moment, you see just the side of his mouth go into a small, like, you just see it kind of go up. Still focused, but he, at this point, is kind of like, he's gone back to work. He's turned his back
And I'm like,
against you.
Hold on, I'm serious. Take it.
I just like keep it.
I'll be like, all right then. I'll do my own interrogations on the side. And I give him a wink and walk away.
That's so scary.
Again, he just looks at you, just like, whatever. And he's immediately going back to work, wrapping everything up. All right.
I imagine that was happening off to the side enough that Troll just started joking while focusing on the chicken.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rescendants 100% saw that, and after Trill said that in my ear, I imagine like Wyatt, he just is trying to not break. There's too many emotions for Red to handle. Is John coming back over to us at this point?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Can I just ask him, just like, how did you almost get stabbed within 3 seconds of talking to him?
Like, man, that guy really doesn't like me. I don't think he likes anyone.
But he was like so normal the other day. Like, why did you grab his bicep first thing? I don't think that's what you do to people who can stab you.
Do you not?
But it is what you do.
It's
You make sure they can't move your
I
hand,
grab
and then
Smokey's
they can't
bicep.
stab you. And you crush the head. Done and done.
Do we bring this guy back to the Enclave? Like, is there a problem here? Is there going to be a problem here? Do you think they?
I feel like the Enclave
got murdered.
I think the Enclave would love Smokey. All they want to do, like, he'll get them money. Like, what do you mean?
You have a point.
Do you have orcs there?
Do we have orcs there?
Actually,
Yeah, like-
as you look inside the
I don't
camp, you
know.
see a half-orc among the students.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Not a
Smokey
moment.
just
So-
just stares at the half orc for like a solid 30 seconds.
And
We
again,
Just-
you
just
guys
sorta
kind
like
of at
the-
least know him. He was part of the Arcane Kai team. Look
I'd imagine
over,
not many full orcs would
green,
attend a
white
magic
robe,
school.
just kind of very kind of shaman looking.
I'd imagine not many full orcs would attend a magic school.
Well,
do
they're
we know
maybe.
do we know this half orc?
Through reputation, again, he is second command to the Arcane Kai team with, what was her name?
Zatori?
Yeah, not Tori.
Yeah, Smokey just sort of glares at the student for like a solid 30 seconds before going off to do something else.
Yeah, he doesn't notice. He's too engrossed in the conversation around the campfire.
So it's night.
Yeah, it's night. Like, everybody's kind of like wrapping up, swapping tales from their time at the festival.
I forgot we had tails.
Why did we both think of that?
As soon as you said tail, I forgot we had tails.
Is a thing tieflings have.
I think my vote. Are we about to go into a long rest if we go to bed tonight, or would it be a short rest?
It'd be a long rest, because again, you guys are sleeping for the night.
Could I try something before, unless there's something else other people want to do? This could be the last thing before we go to sleep, but I want to try something before we sleep.
Okay.
Does anyone have anything they want to do before we do this?
No.
Queen.
I think because we're about to go into a rest, I think Rescendance, kind of as it grows darker, his eyes kind of start to in his description, they feel like they're moving, but they're not actually, like, you can't tell because there's pupils. And I think that starts to get more noticeable. And I think uncontrollably, he casts Void Sight
Ooh,
for the first time. And I think in that moment he, not like a wild magic surge type thing, but just like he knows he can do it, and his body just decides that it's time to see something, even if there's nothing there, just so he knows how to do it.
Can you
Oh.
put
Okay,
Woodsight in the,
so-
can you put Woodsight in the
Yeah.
chat? 'Cause
Yeah.
that's-
So it's more like you have felt kind of this tingling power you've been wanting to test, and you just haven't found
Yeah.
like the right moment. And now like everybody's getting down, going to bed, and you're like, now's the time.
I think with it, yeah, and I think with it getting darker because it happened in his, I think he didn't remember the feeling that he had while he was sleeping last night, and I think as it gets darker, just like subconsciously he remembers, and just his eyes glow, and he starts casting Void Sight.
Okay, you cast it, and as you look around, it's pretty vastly dark. And then you look over, and then you see Saloni's tent, and outside of it, you see this beautiful woman that is just kind of circling around her tent.
I think Rescendance, just without being able to like hold himself back, just starts like doesn't say a word to anyone, because in this state I'm not actually in the astral plane, right? I'm just seeing it.
You're seeing it. You're just like
Yeah.
you can see through the veil. It's,
Okay, so
I'd say it's more. If you've seen Stranger Things, it's like Will peering into the upside down.
okay, I have not, but I think we said it was like Eagle Vision from Assassin's
Yeah,
Creed, that
it's
kind
like
of thing.
Eagle Vision,
Yeah.
X-ray vision kind of idea.
Cool. So I think just without saying a word, he walks over there, and like kind of sneakily, not like, I guess not sneaky, cautiously. He still has his wits about him, but is just curious.
Okay. So as you actually get closer to it, this woman sees you. She kind of cocks her head, and you see a smile come across her face.
How close am I to her?
At this point, you're outside Saloni's tent. Like you're pretty close to her. I would say maybe about 20, 30 feet away.
Okay. I think he slows his pace and just looks at her and goes, just says like hello in like a questioning, concerned tone.
And you kind of see her nod. And then at that moment, you see her look at the opening of the tent, and you see it open. And there stands Saloni.
I don't think he pays much mind to Saloni at this point. I think he's just staring directly at the woman.
So she comes out, she turns around, and she looks up. It's like, so you can see Syl.
You said still?
Syl. S-Y-L.
I look to Saloni and I go, what is Syl?
She is my Kwasi. Hey.
Would Rescendance know what a Kwasi is?
Ooh.
Because Roscoe does not.
Give me a intelligence check.
Intelligence, or would it intelligence or Arcana?
This would be intelligence, and I will explain why depending on the roll.
Cool. Oh no. Where is my intelligence?
There's a gummy bear in my Swedish fish.
Oh, it's just that's right. It's just a straight intelligence.
Yeah, it's just straight intelligence. Not, I don't think that's. Trill, what the
Why
heck
is
are you
it-
trying to do, man?
What in the hell?
Oh, there it is. Oh, sorry. It was lagging for me, so
Okay.
I didn't think it was actually working.
Okay,
I
let's
just-
do
I
it one
can-
more
Let's
time.
keep the 23.
One more time, okay? This next one
Okay,
will
one more
count.
time. Fair. Okay, I clicked it. I don't know if it's gone through for you guys.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's being a bit quirky. For the record, that was me casting Fireball at the 9th level on Smokey.
Oh, jeez.
You fucker.
Okay, I'm gonna press it one more time and see if it works.
Okay, that one
15.
worked.
Okay,
You got
15.
it.
15.
15.
Now, kind of given, you've heard Kwasi mentioned before, and you realize that this is actually part of a race of subhumans called Kalistars. They have what's called a Quasi as a protector.
I think for a moment he's just, there's so many things going on, so he doesn't recognize it, and then in his, like, he thinks back and he goes, oh yeah, okay. Does she serve you?
She's a friend. And with that, again, you see her kind of shrink down and kind of swirl around her and rest up on her shoulder, very much looking like a woman, again, I would say late teens, sitting on her shoulder in very much a simple gown, simple dress. As you see her, as she just kind of waves.
And I'm assuming she can't speak?
She can. I don't know why she's choosing not to. And you just kind of see her look between you two, and she just gives the smile, just... She's like, she's kind of up to something.
Okay. Very Tinkerbell type mischievous look.
Yeah, kind of that level.
I think at that, he chuckles and just asks, it's like, how have you, well, what does she help with?
Well, what she is she is. She does a lot of different things. A Quasi, they can see and protect you in the astral planes. She has been what has helped me be able to traverse the dream plane as much as possible.
I think with that, he pulls out the book that Salome wrote that Rescendants bought on the first day.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes, I think he looks at that to see if in his new void sight, if there's anything written on there that can only be seen in that plane. I don't know if that's how it works, but I think that would be the first thing he thinks to do is like, wait, you mean this? And like pulls it out and starts looking through.
She kind of goes through is just like, a lot of my studies have been within the dream plane. What you're probably seeing and experiencing now is the veil that is between our plane and the dream plane. For the dream plane is its entirely own existence that is different from ours. So a lot of times when creatures are coming in from another region, they go to the veil level. Like, how much have you heard of like the 9 hells?
Rescendants goes, I'm from the 9 hells.
All right. So as you know, when you are coming here, there are different layers to it. And as you get closer to the material plane, that barrier becomes thinner. That is what I'm going to assume is what you're seeing, is you're seeing kind of the border of things that can come into the material plane from the astral plane or the dream plane itself.
Rescendants at this point is like speechless, his jaw is dropped, and he's just looking at the Quasi, just like sitting there staring in awe. I think he moves closer, and like my first reaction would be to kind of like hold out my hand to Syl and just it kind of in a way of like you can perch, and kind of in a way of like not actually smell my hand, but that same sort of gesture of like I just am curious.
So is it like you're having your hand like this, downward or upwards?
More like if you were to have a bird, like you know how if you were to hold a bird on your finger, like a tiny bird.
Okay. So...
That kind of hand motion, palm facing me, but arm fully extended out with hand, separated.
So I'm gonna guess you're not on Discord right now.
No, yes, thank you. Yeah,
okay.
About like that.
Okay.
Sorry, I was looking at the Roll20 and I'm like, I can't see anything.
Oh
so
no, that happens to
just
me
describe the
too.
rest again.
So yeah, just hand kind of out there, and she kind of just like kind of leans back and forth. It's just like she looks over at Saloni and goes, "Okay, this one's a little weird."
She actually said that out loud.
Yeah, she says it out loud.
With that, Rescendence is so worried about like making her feel uncomfortable and everything. He goes, sorry, and just like puts his hands down.
It's like, well, at least he knows how to be polite. Unlike you. And she looks over at Saloni, she's like, and you see Saloni kind of grow and just go, ugh. Sometimes you're insufferable, but you're still here. Okay. Anyway. So, you're able to see into this kind of astral plane barrier. Very interesting. How did you come by this power?
I think Rescendence kind of like sits and like looks down, and he goes, I'm not exactly sure, though I do feel it has something to do with my patron. This feels like something that he would give me access to by now.
Okay, very intriguing. So he might have... And you see her just kind of talking a little bit to herself. It's like, okay, so it may seem like this patron could have a connection to divination, or is it this? Anyway, she's like, oh, sorry about that. Anyway, I'm going to go and get some sleep. I suggest the same. We have a long first day tomorrow, so let's get some sleep.
Rescendence like does like the bow again and says thank you, and then says thank you to Syl as well, and starts walking back to the party.
And as you walk back, you're like, see, he shows proper respect. Why don't you? You used to show me that in the beginning. It's like, you are not a god. You do not deserve that kind of respect.
And you are.
Well, I'm not saying I should be worshipped or anything. I'm not like that, but come on, I'm a splinter of one. You gotta give me something. And you're just kind of hearing this as you're walking away.
Yeah, he just chuckles to himself as he walks back to the party.
Hey, Mitch, is it fair to assume that you're doing this? How have you done this?
Why would you say that?
Because you're always the problem child.
What is happening?
There's been numbers on the world map being moved around. And I don't know how he's done this.
Yeah, that was me.
I don't know how you fucking do that.
Fucking
Like,
Mitch.
what have you actually done?
Open the void.
Anyway.
So, has the sun already gone down?
Yeah, sun's gone down at this point.
Okay.
Flying chicken time?
Because, well, I was just thinking, like,
Who's gonna tap?
if the sun was, like, setting, I was thinking that as the sun was setting, then, because Alexander has so much, like, energy from today, from so much fighting and all this, like, stuff going on, that, like, as the sun sets down, he just immediately falls over and sleeps. Like, immediately.
Okay.
So he's asleep.
Yes.
Yep, he's asleep.
I look to the party.
Not dealing with this tonight. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I'm assuming Rescendence is back, and he goes, I will never do that again. My arm still feels wet.
Why does your arm feel wet?
Was Rod not there?
No,
You
he
were there,
was.
Rod.
You're
Remember
the
he-
only person that sees it, isn't it? Right?
Oh, no.
No. From Lysander fighting him.
Eating my arm.
Yeah, eating his arm.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
He's-
No, you can't see it.
Yeah.
My fingers are on those.
I can see like something like shivering.
Like, if anything, I might
Can-
suggest just like be in Discord until you're like ready to do rolls.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's smarter. I think...
Those goes. That's what I think. Hey, Mitch.
Ah,
John. You get to deal with the birds
mean-
tonight, John.
I'm already passed out sleeping.
Damn.
I pick the bird up and lay him on John.
We could just leave the bird out. Like, we do not need to. This isn't our responsibility.
I feel like it is now, though.
No.
Is there anything? Could I cast? No, I don't want to do that because that could be a sign of hostility.
I thought you were gonna say, can I clip his wings?
I was just gonna cast Eldritch Blast like around him, but I'm like, I don't want to risk missing and hitting him with an Eldritch Blast. Or hit, you know what I mean? Is there any water around? That worked last time.
Oh yeah. Wait, I have.
He's asleep on his bed mat, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, are we
Oh.
already? Are we
Yeah, you
already
guys are
at our
in your camp. Yeah, you guys are in your
Yeah.
encampments.
Oh.
Everybody's like getting ready for bed.
I was imagining he
thought-
was passing in the middle of like.
No,
the
no,
camp.
no, no. You
Me
guys made it back to camp. That's how you're talking to Zenfir and Saloni, is because you guys were back at camp.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought he just passed out outside a tent or something.
But with me being a bard and me just being very musical, I suddenly, while sleeping, pull out my saxophone and I go. And I'm just
Oh,
like,
good lord.
It's just gonna be full of memes.
That is the coolest
This is great.
Fantastic.
Rescendence from the ether pulls out two like cotton balls, shoves them in his ear, and walks to his mat.
I'm asleep already.
I have a feeling once you
Yes.
get the spell, like cone of silence, you're just gonna cast it on
Yeah,
yourself. so-
100%.
Oh no, you can
I
just
drag
cast it
my
on
mat.
him. It says you could just.
Yeah.
Far enough away.
I
anymore.
get through the entire song despite annoying everyone else, and then I just like stop playing.
And I immediately tie him up.
Okay.
Tie him down and then tie his mouth shut.
Actually, I'm curious. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh boy.
I have something in mind.
Sleight of hand, that is.
Also, thank you Mitch,
Glad
for
you-
immediately going along with my chat shenanigans.
Oh, I love chat shenanigans.
I didn't even notice that Smokey was a part of it. Not
10.
gonna lie.
All right. So as soon as you see him go back down, you're there with the rope at the ready. As soon as his body hits the floor, you jump him like a freaking cowboy, hog tying him. Just- You get just one hand on him because just due to your size, you get one, pin it on him, wrap it around, super easy, tie it up, and with that, he's tied up and snoozing.
Yeehaw.
All right. Well.
All right.
Yeah, Rescendence is just out.
Well, that happens.
It's nap time.
I drag my mat away from camp just in case the bird wakes up.
I am now very sound asleep. I'm facing on the bed. I am facing my back while I'm tied up, and I'm just like I'm super asleep right now.
It's like you're
I won't be-
swaddled.
Yeah, exactly. I probably won't be doing anything for quite a few hours.
Just in case.
All right. So with that, y'all get a full night's rest. So long rest. So HP's back up. Spell slots are back up. Half your hit dice are up.
I was at max HP
If-
and max spell slot.
If we have our hit dice, if we get half our hit dice, so if our total's 2, we get, and we already have 1, we get another one.
Yeah, you get the other one back at that point. Back to full.
Awesome.
Hooray.
But if you had 0, you're up to 1. So then by the next night, you're up to 2. Okay.
All right.
So you guys wake up in the morning.
Feeling
he's-
like P. Diddy.
I was gonna say step outside, but
We're already in the outside.
yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm still tied up.
About to.
Thank you,
So,
Devin.
I wake up a bit earlier and just untie him and put my rope back in my bag.
Okay, not hard. You knew your knots. You know, had put it all back in. So
Kinky bath. Silence. Remind me to say
As
that
soon as he unties me, I wake up and I do this sort of like Tom and Jerry, like cartoonish waking up sort of motion, where like, so my whole body is still sort of in this like pose of sort of like a T pose in a way, but
Arms
like
down.
I like, yeah, arms down, and then I like suddenly as I'm on the bed, I like spring up like a Tom and Jerry cartoon sort of thing.
Oh yeah, we're
Fine,
supposed
yeah.
to.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly.
Okay.
The Frankenstein sort of sit up type thing.
Yeah, yeah. I don't cause any other problems. I just do whatever.
Yep,
I
you're
don't
looking around.
bite. I just do whatever.
All right. So, oh yeah, and with that, actually, then Smokey unties you. And what would you
No, I
guys like?
think he already untied me, and then I woke up.
Okay,
like
okay,
that.
gotcha. Okay, I understand now. All right, so everybody's up, guys, ready to go about your day. Got your bedrolls packed up.
Yep.
And what would you guys like to do with your morning?
Does anyone have any answers other than breakfast?
I was gonna say, like, are we about
yeah,
to like
and-
start packing up? Because this is the, next day. The festival has already ended.
Mm-hmm. And you're beginning to see carts actually starting to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything at least me and Trill as the Mage Enclave have to do, or is it just pack up our own things since they had the other team?
Gonna say, as you're looking at it, it's more on like you were seeing Sloanies tend to be collapsed down. The cart itself, from when it was last night, was already kind of full. Now it is just like jam packed with all the tents, all the other equipment, and you see two halflings just kind of tying everything else down.
Okay.
Okay, not our problem.
Sorry, the thing is glitching with my camera.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just all of a sudden my face turns red.
Yeah, I saw that.
Just like, whoa. I look like I'm getting sunburnt.
Or just like a very bad Hellboy rendition. Very low budget.
Very low budget, where they just got the whitest guy they could and said, "Here's a red light."
Like not even that. It's kind of like the She-Hulk that they did, where they tried to make her look like they just painted her green.
Okay, yeah, okay,
And
gotcha.
post, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, if there's nothing that we as the Enclave have to do, I think breakfast would be smart because we're about to go on a journey.
Okay.
Does the Enclave, I'm assuming they have some sort of like means for food since the restaurants are probably closed. Do they have some sort of like travel breakfast for the journey?
As you're actually looking around, you're seeing actually kind of like a cafeteria line for the Mage Enclave, as they made like breakfast for their team at this point, because you would know this prior to going, is you guys had to plan the meals at least getting to the festival and coming from the festival.
I toss on like my tattered robes that I have, and I just hop in line.
Actually, with that, people are like kicking you out of the way. It's like, you're not a student, get out of here, get out of here.
Hey, I mean, all this setting up and tearing down, my robes have gotten all tattered and torn. Leave me be, I'm hungry.
Well, Smokey just sort of gets in the back of the line. If anybody tries to kick him out, just sort of gives them like a nasty look, like "touch me and you're dead."
Oh no, actually, the students look at you. It's like, oh, thanks for your help. You're more than welcome to it.
He just sort of gives him a nod and just sort of pulls out his book and starts reading while he waits. Putting on his tiny glasses.
Can I like find someone who maybe not friends but like acquaintances with in line and just like do the thing where I start like talking to them while also getting in line next to them to cut the majority of the line?
You dick.
Actually, towards the front, you do recognize a couple humans. One of them is a male. His name is Lance. You're like, hey, Lance. Hey, buddy.
Yo, dude.
Oh, middle school.
So as you go through to
Alright.
do that, all of a sudden the half orc comes. I was like, nope, back in the line.
You caught me last time. I get it. Did you really need to do this again? Come on, let me have this once.
Nope, this will happen every time. Get your butt to the back of the line.
That just means I have to try harder.
Rescendance
luck.
comes up to Trill. Rescendance like walks up behind Trill and goes, "Let's go," and just starts walking to the back of the line.
Just immediately like, okay, as if nothing, as if I did literally nothing wrong.
And immediately Lance and Fang go, no hard feelings.
I'd give him a thumbs up and like a cheeky smile.
And they just kind of laugh, and immediately they got their little tortilla. They got some of the eggs in there. They're making their breakfast burrito as they're getting ready to make their way out.
Absolute class clown energy.
I'm assuming we're right next to Smokey, right?
Oh yeah, you guys are right next to Smokey. You're right next to John and his wannabe mages.
And his poor attempt.
Like again, because these are actually like Academy robes, but they look like shit.
Yeah.
It's digitation. Where are you?
Can't fix the sewing, bud.
Oh well.
I think we just say like good morning. I think Rescendance is like he's not a morning person, but he's definitely like not excited for having to travel the 3 days again.
Oh yeah, no, you're
So-
dreading because again, this is 3 days on foot.
Yep. So it's not like grogginess of the morning, but it's grogginess of like,
the trek.
oh, we have to leave.
Anticipation.
Yeah.
Well, for three of us, this is a Tuesday.
Yeah. But yeah, just says good morning and to Smokey and John.
I just
Wait
like nod my
what?
head. I'd be
Smokey
like,
just
hey, what do you think of my robes?
I
Yeah,
think
I think those are
Rescendance like go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say Rescendance like looks over and then just smells the air and just like tries to hold back vomiting. He's like, oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, John,
I
just
just-
have the patch from 3 years ago.
That's I'm a super senior.
he's in cycle 15.
The professors like me so much; they like to keep me around.
And actually, almost like on cue, Rule comes. I was like, "Who are you again?
Who came up?
You're not a student." Rule.
A professor.
Wait. Oh, is that? Oh shoot!
No, it's not. It's not buff. It's not buff elf.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
It's yeah.
It-
It's Tolkien.
and I go,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm Professor Mahori's favorite student.
And he looks at you and starts laughing his ass off.
Professor whose favorite student? What did you say?
Mahori. And actually, you two give me an intelligence check. Rescendance and Trill, because I'm curious if you guys would actually know this. Because it is
My
possible.
intelligence is not good. Oh, never mind.
Yours is
Oh,
better than
that'll
mine
do.
because you rolled an unnatural 20.
Okay, Rescendance, you actually know this because you've had classes with both Real and Mahori. Those two came to this country together. They fled Livingston from the elf invasion that was happening up north. These two are peas in a pod. They are like best friends.
I think with that, Rescendance doesn't like really react other than just looks at John and just like thinks like, wow, you chose the worst name. Like, out of all the choices,
That was the one you
worst person. Yeah. You could have made up a name and he probably would have been like, oh, he must be new. Anyway, but you said his best friend.
Like, Resendez, you know that these two, as actually like a spellcasting duo, is unstoppable. Like, no one has been able to best them when they're working together.
Batman and Robin.
I think Resendence actually looks to how do you say his name? Real?
Rule.
Rule. I think he looks to him and he goes, "Oh, Professor Mahori, how is he?"
He's doing well. Again, he's always excited that he got the artificer course started. So that's always been his pet project. I remember even back when we were hiding from the elves. That was interesting. Anyway, hope you guys have a good morning. And with that, and actually snaps his fingers, and John, the back of your robe immediately like starts catching on fire.
I just like try to like put it out and just like throw the robes to the ground.
And as you throw it on the ground, they do disintegrate, and you see like a runic symbol.
Interesting. I'm just gonna like quick like draw out that runic symbol.
Okay. You draw out
I have a question. Would the Eyes of the Runekeeper be able to read runes?
This one, technically, I believe, you can, you do see it as it says fire.
Okay. Can I just look at John, like, scribbling this down, and me just laughing, and I'm just like, it just says fire. It's nothing important.
Are you sure? I think it means something really important.
I am 100% positive that it just says, it's one symbol. How much could it say?
I'm curious.
It's a word.
I'm curious.
Resendence is the type of nerd.
Oh, freaking yes! Actually, Rule goes, it is extremely important. There's been many years of study that went into that one symbol. It is very important. And he actually goes over and puts his hand on John's shoulders like,
oh no.
You are a good man. Study this well, and you could become an academic at the academy. Farewell!
Would Resendence know that he's messing with him, or does he, like, question himself?
You're questioning yourself a little bit because as you're going back, you're like, this is quite literally the teacher of runes.
Yeah.
This is the teacher of runes, and that is the school of magic he is associated with.
I am glowing right now. Just like, this is it. I am on to something.
You're like, yeah!
I think Resendence, like, second guessing himself, looks at the rune, and he also starts scribbling it, like, all right, yes. Like, I don't want to take any chances. I know it just says fire. It just says fire. Why am I...
Like, at this point, you are writing it down like this could be on the test.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's more his mindset. Not that it's, like, a very important symbol in the long run, but, like, I have to. Natural 20. That's amazing.
That is beautiful.
Just loud enough for Resendence to hear. Resendence looks back at Trill and just goes, you know you're gonna ask me what this says right before the test.
Yeah, and you'll tell me.
He nods and then continues, like, marking, like, really specific details about the runes. Like, you know the T or the word "the" in that SpongeBob episode?
Yeah.
That's how he's writing this rune. It is magnificent.
Actually, yeah, as you look at it, it is like beautiful calligraphy. Beautiful calligraphy that says fire.
Fire.
Doesn't seem the fact that it's just a basic fire rune.
What is Alexander doing? Because all we saw is him Looney Tunes stand up and then sit there.
Lysander, what are you up to?
I'm just wandering around, just kind of aimlessly. Nothing really important going on at this point. I think he is sort of in deep thought about, like, other things going on.
You're not
And,
excited
like,
about the eggs?
Wait,
It's
they're
chicken.
eggs? Hold on. So, as I am done having my deep thought, I immediately see these eggs, and I do the same sort of Looney Tunes, like, it's like, what's that really fast bird?
The Roadrunner.
Roadrunner.
Yeah, and I, like, sprint right towards the eggs, as if I'm, like, that bird, and I am right next to the eggs. Like, saliva and everything, like, ready to eat.
All right. So you guys make your breakfast burritos. Sandra's got a huge stack of just eggs.
Bogey's got like four or five giant burritos.
Except the outer shell of the burrito is egg, and the inside of the burrito is also egg.
That's just an omelet.
Yeah.
As I am looking at these eggs, and no one is saying anything, and I just go for it, and I just, with my fist, just get each and every single egg and just like break them all just to make a makeshift breakfast burrito with just eggs.
I say they're already cooked. It's all scrambled eggs.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like it's just a mountain of scrambled eggs.
Okay, gotcha. Well, still, I just
You're more shoveling it onto your plate.
yes, exactly.
I got you.
I look at Rod and I'm like, can you eat this?
No.
As you look down the line, there's like strawberries, there's blueberries, like there's fruits, there's
I can eat those though.
bananas. And actually at the very far end you see a younger lady and you see her like casting spells and all of a sudden you see a drink. A smoothie.
Smoothie?
I cast Conjure
What is that?
Smoothie.
It's like, this is a banana strawberry milkshake. As she quickly puts it down. It's like, want a drink?
Yes.
Can you drink
All right.
milk?
Yes.
Yeah, you're vegan. You can't have milk. It's an almond milkshake.
I was going to say, or it's with water instead.
That's true.
Gross.
Or it could be a smoothie.
It
Protein
could just be a
shake.
smoothie.
A milkshake with water.
No, like instead of the
Water
milk, they
shake.
supplement it with water.
Protein shake. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Most times, water.
Let's do that.
Okay, that's
Let's get some water in there instead of some milk. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, me.
Nah, I mean,
yeah, that's what she does. Like again, that's how most of the shakes are made right here, is with the water instead of milk.
Awesome.
She goes, yes, these are truly vegan drinks. You are more than welcome to any of them. We try to accommodate everybody's preferences, so if there's anything you need, any special diets, if you're allergic to nuts, we also have one that is whey-free. We have all the stuff that you need.
Are you allergic to anything, Rod?
not that I'm aware of.
Okay, well, enjoy your
Okay.
drink.
I try to like stealthily slip an egg inside of his smoothie.
Sleight of hand.
That's evil.
Roll sleight of hand and perception check.
That's
What a
good luck
dick.
being stealthy with that.
What a dick. Fuck.
Oh no.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh!
It only said 6 at first.
Shit.
How much egg are you trying to slip in there?
I mean, not many. Just like
Because again, it's like scrambled eggs. Like, are you doing like just like a couple of the eggs in there, or like a
well, yeah.
half a
So like,
handful?
what happened was like I'm eating my breakfast burrito, and like I take a bite out of it, and like a couple eggs just like fall on the ground, and so I pick those up and just like put them in.
Dirty egg.
So gross.
Yeah.
Can we do anything about this? Are any of us seeing this? Or is this set into motion?
You know what? If you guys want to see it, you got to roll perception.
I want to roll perception because I could fix this. I wouldn't fix this. Never mind. I would make things worse actively.
Nope.
14? Nope. God, 16 is so good.
At this
What a
point,
dick.
I'm going to say none of you guys really see this because again, only one with high passive perception would be Rod.
I have high passive perception.
Not higher than a 16.
Actually,
It
it
is a
is
16.
16. That is his
Oh,
passive.
shoot.
Bitch.
So would that mean he tied, or is it because he had to roll for perception that's lower?
It's because he had to roll for it. That one overrides it.
Gotcha.
Well, I have consumed eggs. It seems.
Oh,
Oh,
I see it, but I do nothing.
What a dick.
We've known
I
each
feel
other
like-
for 3 days.
By the end of this campaign, we get Rod the monk to be freaking a carnivore.
This is like
that is my only goal.
this
And
is
to
the
lady that gave me
inciting
the shake.
incident.
And I
So
say,
evil.
this is delicious.
It's like, thank you. I put a lot of effort into this. Anyway, anybody else want a milkshake? Milkshake's coming up.
I've already gotten my burrito and like sat down. I don't need a drink.
I like
Dang.
raise my hand and I'm like, I would rather not have a milkshake.
Why?
That's just rude.
They taste great. You don't have to be rude to the lady serving you milkshakes. Or not
Thank you.
serving you milkshakes, but serving me milkshakes.
I mean, as long as you enjoy it, keep drinking up, buddy.
Why did you say it like that?
But when he realized that when he finished it, because the eggs don't really go up a straw that well. If
Well, I
you're
mean,
using-
like,
If there's no straws, though.
I guess it depends on like how well the strawberries were blended,
Hmm.
because they could be like, I mean, I guess eggs could be the same consistency as strawberries if
Also
you weren't paying
yellow.
attention.
You know. So.
In
Actually,
what
as you
world?
look into the drink, you're seeing like little bulba.
Yeah. I hate that stuff.
I immediately throw up.
You immediately throw the shake at John.
Wait, did I see the eggs like at the bottom of my drink? Is that what you just said? Is that what just happened?
No. As you look
Okay.
into the drink, because again, I'm guessing like you're sipping it kind of as you go through.
Right.
So you're about like halfway through, and
Mhm.
you're actually taking in some of the bulba, and actually inside of it, it's more like this is where some of the actual protein powder stuff is, and it's the flavored. It's like strawberry flavored bulba.
Gross.
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 Rod will stomach. Devin would throw up.
But one of them, but a couple of them, they don't taste like strawberry.
Hmm.
Mm.
This is delicious.
You're like,
This is quite an odd tasting strawberry.
for if anything, it's the texture that really just throws you off. You're like, I'm not a big fan of the texture.
Hmm.
Tastes fine. Not a fan of the texture.
Good enough.
For you're like, it's breakfast, and continue just sipping on it. All right. Anything else you guys want to do?
Takes note of what?
That scares me so much. Also, friendly reminder: you can switch to character name by clicking the thing below the chat bubble.
True.
Um,
It says as colon.
no, I'm chatting as troll, not colon.
What?
Okay.
This is better because anyone watching the stream can't see the chat.
The darkness consumes us.
They
That's
can
okay.
be
It's
confused.
for us.
It is exactly.
It is for us.
I have eaten. I'm staving my chaos for the journey. So I'm gonna go do like a B-rate job of packing up my stuff. It can be organized by future me's problem. Doesn't need to be organized right now, though.
Okay. So you guys are just packing up your stuff, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything you guys want to do to kind of get ready before you leave? Is there anything you want to do before you guys are actually taking off?
I don't think so.
Not really.
Flavortown is really calling me. I really want that hammer.
Okay.
Oh, John, don't do it.
God.
Actually, as you go back into town, you see
Oh.
that Flavor Town is all packed up.
Ah, bummer.
Sad.
Rip.
Sad,
You are
sad.
not worthy of that hammer. I'm sorry.
You are unworthy.
Nobody is worthy of that hammer.
I was
except for
wondering,
that.
like, I was gonna try to go over and pick it up, and I swear Jason was just gonna go, just like, it's too heavy for you to pick it up.
Honestly,
No,
I
I'm
was.
doing that.
I was.
No, I'm
were
not
you?
doing that.
Again,
Yeah.
you're talking like this is a dwarf. All right, big, muscly
Exactly.
dwarf.
It is a dwarf.
It's a dwarf.
And strength is
Wow.
definitely not my specialty.
All right. So with that, you guys have all your stuff packed up. You guys got food, and you start making your way to Kahkri. So, do any of you guys need to take a break? Like, need to hit the restroom or anything like that?
I'd take a break,
Yes.
actually.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a 10-15 minute break, and then we'll get back.
Cool.
First break ever
Woo!
on stream, anyway.
Yep, because I got
Yes,
some
one.
good stuff.
Thanks.
All right. So give me 1 second.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Oh, you dick! I love it. All right, guys. We're gonna take a 15-minute break. So go ahead. Again, I'm just gonna be playing a clip for you. So guys,
I
hope
don't
you
know why,
enjoy
but I'm
this.
just like craving fries right now.
Did you leave me?
Just food stand be.
The closest food stand in the general area, let me see here, would actually be Avernus's Kitchen.
Was that a place we've been to?
You just heard about it.
Okay.
I'm all in.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been walking around for like a good while, and we didn't actually eat this morning. So I mean,
Yeah. We ate last night.
Some food would be nice.
All right. So you go up to Avernus's Kitchen, and it is definitely a fine dining experience.
Oh, no.
can you afford this?
I think I looked to. I think we looked to Smokey and like see if that seems to be interesting him.
Just sort of stone cold. You can't tell what's going on inside his head.
Mm.
We can go somewhere else if you'd rather.
Just sort of sits down at a table.
Okay, that's an answer.
Yeah. So I think we probably all walk over. I'll walk and sit down with him.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so they bring you out the menus, and you're seeing prices from 5 silver to 1 gold piece.
Okay, not too bad.
And you just hear constant yelling from the kitchen.
It's just Hell's Kitchen in D&D.
It is 100% that. As you look over, and you can see kind of in that little cutout, you see a blonde-haired elf yelling at his underling.
You fucking donkey!
I'd like to think after hearing a blonde elf just yell at a bunch of cooks fucking up stuff to look over to Smokey and just see if that's doing anything for him. Because it's doing nothing.
Not a thing. He is.
Oh.
He is. Shit. Like you couldn't even tell if he's awake or not. He's just spacing out.
I don't suppose you'd want to tell us what that guy was talking about then? Would really like a yes or a no, buddy.
Wiley might do a little something over a beer. I kind of like see if I can gesture the elf over.
You're
Damn it.
summoning Gordon Ramsay.
He's
Yeah.
waving over someone who's totally gonna yell at us.
Do not fucking eat here.
Look at your fucking clothes. When did you shower last? Get out of here.
Never showered before in my life.
Again, actually, as you kind of put your hand in the air to gesture someone over, again, a waiter actually comes up. I'm doing this one. The waiter shows up. He's kind of wearing a flame-looking shirt. He's got sunglasses on his head.
No.
Oh my
I love-
Oh, yes.
and he's got
Racy.
frosted tips.
Wait, is that
What
guy
is he a
Thierry?
dwarf? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dwarven man.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, guys, so you guys doing here? What can we get you guys for food wise, man? All right, let's go down to Flavor Town. Come on.
I love how this is fine dining.
This is beautiful. I wish this was a real fine dining restaurant.
Yes.
And actually, as he is saying that order, the blonde-haired Ivy goes, "Hey, you, Gary, get the fuck out of here! This is not your restaurant. Get out of here! No!" And you see him like get a stick and start whacking him out the door. This ain't one of your
Wait.
piece of shit diners. This is a good quality establishment, no matter how much of fuck ups my cooks are. All right.
This getting anything out of Smokey?
He just
take a-
he just sort of looks like, what the fuck is going on here?
And the door, and then you see the dwarf go, "Come on, if you want real good grub, get down to my stall." All right, I'm out of here.
food stand be?
The closest food stand in the general area, let me see here, would actually be Avernus's kitchen.
Was that a place we've been to?
You just heard about it.
Okay.
I'm all in.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been walking around for like a good while, and we didn't actually eat this morning. So I mean,
Yeah. We ate last night.
Some food would be nice.
All right. So you go up to Avernus's kitchen, and it is definitely a fine dining experience.
Oh no.
I
can we afford this?
I think I look to I think we look to Smokey and like see if that seems to be interesting him.
Just sort of stone cold. You can't tell what's going on inside his head.
We can go somewhere else if you'd rather.
Just sort of sits down at a table.
Okay, that's an answer.
Yeah. So I think we probably all walk and sit down with him.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so they bring you out the menus, and you're seeing prices from 5 silver to 1 gold piece.
Okay, not too bad.
And you just hear constant yelling from the kitchen.
It's just Hell's Kitchen in D&D.
It is 100% that. As you look over, and you can see kind of in that little cutout, you see a blonde-haired elf yelling at his underling.
You fucking donkey!
I'd like to think after hearing a blonde elf just yell at a bunch of cooks fucking up stuff to look over to Smokey and just see if that's doing anything for him. Because it's doing nothing.
Not a thing. He is.
Oh.
He is. Shit. Like you couldn't even tell if he's awake or not. He's just spacing out.
I don't suppose you'd want to tell us what that guy was talking about then? Would really like a yes or a no, buddy.
Billy might do a little something over a beer. I'd kind of like see if I can gesture the elf over.
You're
Damn
summoning
it.
Gordon Ramsay.
He's waving over someone who's totally gonna yell at us.
Do not fucking eat here.
Look at your fucking clothes. When did you shower last? Get out of here.
Never showered before in my life.
Again, actually, as you kind of put your hand in the air to gesture someone over, again, a waiter actually comes up. I'm doing this one. The waiter shows up. He's kind of wearing a flame-looking shirt. He's got sunglasses on his head.
No.
Oh my
I love-
Oh, yes.
and he's got frosted hips.
Wait, is that
What
guy
is he a
Thierry?
dwarf? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dwarven man.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, guys, so you guys doing here? What can we get you guys for food wise, man? All right, let's go down to Flavor Town. Come on.
I love how this is fine dining.
This is beautiful. I wish this was a real fine dining restaurant.
Yes.
And actually, as he is saying that order, the blonde-haired Ivy goes, "Hey, yo, Gary, get the fuck out of here! This is not your restaurant. Get out of here! No!" And you see him like get a stick and start whacking him out the door. This ain't one of your piece of shit diners. This is a good quality establishment, no matter how much of fuck ups my cooks are. All right.
This getting anything out of Smokey?
He just sort of looks like What the fuck is going on here?
And the dwarf, and then you see the dwarf go, "Come on, if you want real good grub, get down to my stall." All right, I'm out of here.
Food stand be?
The closest food stand in the general area, let me see here, would actually be Avernus's kitchen.
Was that a place we've been to?
You just heard about it.
Okay.
I'm all in.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been walking around for like a good while, and we didn't actually eat this morning. So I mean,
Yeah. We ate last night.
Some food would be nice.
All right. So you go up to Avernus's kitchen, and it is definitely a fine dining experience.
Oh no.
I
can you afford this?
I think I looked to I think we looked to Smokey and like see if that seems to be interesting him.
Just sort of stone cold. You can't tell what's going on inside his head.
We can go somewhere else if you'd rather.
Just sort of sits down at a table.
Okay, that's an answer.
Yeah. So I think we probably all walk and sit down with him.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so they bring you out the menus, and you're seeing prices from 5 silver to 1 gold piece.
Okay, not too bad.
And you just hear constant yelling from the kitchen.
It's just Hell's Kitchen in D&D.
It is 100% that. As you look over, and you can see kind of in that little cutout, you see a blonde-haired elf yelling at his underling.
You fucking donkey!
I'd like to think after hearing a blonde elf just yell at a bunch of cooks fucking up stuff to look over to Smokey and just see if that's doing Let me go really quickly speedrun the
Hold on.
bathroom. It finally got available.
Speed run the bathroom.
Where were
Speedrun.
Bathroom Astoria, any
Roscoe,
percent.
go ahead. Yeah.
Glitchless
Is
run.
that a chicken nugget?
Not yet.
She'll say not yet.
Did you just say not yet? Is that a chicken nugget? Not yet.
Nugget yet. Hang on, Devin.
It's
Can you
not.
just
Bro, I
keep
thought I
going?
did that out of context.
Devin, hold the chicken nugget up. I need a picture of this to make a meme.
Is that chicken nugget? Not
I
yet.
got it.
Not yet.
They look at Alexander Cannoli too, and they're like, "Is that a chicken nugget? Not yet. Better get ready for Alexander Cannoli 3."
Alexander the
That was
Third.
so funny. You did.
I take credit for that.
Yeah, that was funny.
So I was actually trying to
Also-
reference something else, Alex.
Yes.
What
Yes,
do you
I
mean?
caught on to that.
Good. Mitch got onto it. That's all that matters.
Yup.
Oh,
Private
wow.
conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. I'm so
Also,
excited
Devin.
for that.
Thank you
What?
for the okay.
Me
Mhm.
too. Oh,
Oh, no.
dude, that's dope.
That's cool.
This is like my first time using it, and
Awesome.
I'm enjoying it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Dope. Glad you enjoy it.
I've got this really weird mixture going on. I've got Pink Whitney
Yo! We
with
just got that. It's really good.
hold on, let me take this blur off.
High
if I
noon.
can.
Right there.
That's it, yeah.
I recognize that blur
Exactly.
anywhere.
How was your glitchless run?
Ooh.
You know what?
and then
Could have done better.
Panda Express Arnold
Dang
Palmer.
What the fuck?
That's my mixture tonight.
What is this
And it's
concoction?
honestly not bad.
Astoria bathroom, any percent glitchless.
All right. So,
Victoria bathroom glitches.
day 1 of travel, guys. Anything you want to do while traveling?
I guess
Let's
I'm
go
just going...
sightsee.
I'll wait until I'm able to cause crimes or something.
So as we're traveling, I am just like sitting in the... Wait, like what are we in? Are we walking? Are we in a wagon?
You guys are walking by the supply cart. So if you guys do get tired of walking, you guys can sit up on the carts. It's just not the most comfortable ride. It's just enough for you to get some pressure off your feet before you get back to walking.
Okay, so I'm just like sitting on the supply cart and I am playing my nose flute. And so I discovered this in 5th grade.
Oh no.
One of my friends...
What is 5th grade?
What is 5th grade?
That's
I
Bo
don't know,
Burnham's
that's
comedy
senior.
movie.
Anyway,
one of my friends came up behind me and like plugged my nose, and I just started like, I don't know, just like internally screaming, and it turned out to be a nose flute, and he was like unplugging my nose at the same time, and so it sounded like. And so I'm just like playing a luscious tune on my nose flute, just like lounging on the back of the cart.
Don't you have a real flute?
I do, but the nose
He has
flute
many.
is just so much better right now in this moment.
That's the mood he's in. He's in his nose flute mood.
Really funny, Eric.
Phase.
All right, yeah, no, so you're playing nose flute. Everybody, nobody's complaining.
I am, I don't know. I'm walking. Do we have to carry our stuff, or is our stuff on the carts?
You guys are carrying like a handful of supplies. You guys have tossed like your backpacks on the cart, but if you want to keep your water container with you, or if you want to sit on the back and read a book or something, you guys want to chat to each other, talk about stories, anything like that, you guys are more than welcome to.
Depending on what Rescendance is doing, I might be just walking alongside Rescendance.
Yeah, I think he's just doing the same, just kind of taking in the scenery. Maybe like any time he sees something of interest, he jots it down in his notes, or he's looking at his notes for the review and stuff like that. But what is Smokey doing?
Just
Put a
for,
man on the spot.
Oh no, you're cutting out.
Sorry.
he's just walking with the cart. He reaches into his bag, pulls out a little patch. He pulls out something that looks like grass and just puts it in his mouth, starts chewing on it, puts the bag back, and just keeps walking.
Okay.
Big ol' hillbilly, just like a weed sticking out of your mouth.
No, it's more like
Piece of hay.
chewing tobacco.
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
thinking.
okay.
Was the chewing
Yeah.
tobacco.
I thought it was just, like the piece of wheat in the mouth.
Yeah.
Nah, not that hillbilly. Hillbilly enough to where he smokes cigars and chews to grass. Literal grass, though.
Just packing a big old fat lip right there.
I think Rescendance looks over to Smokey and goes, "So I know it hasn't been a long time, but do you want to discuss what happened the other day?"
Okay. Now you put me on the spot because I had it, then I lost it, now I'm trying to get it back.
Welcome to being a DM.
Yes, I know it's horrible. Fuck, I had it.
Take a minute.
I am more than willing to give you a minute if it means
Please,
monologue.
let me internally monologue and figure this
Give
out.
us the monologue. Give us the monologue. That was the worst chant ever.
Feel free to bide me some time, please.
Okay, is there anything else? Anybody else wanting to do?
I would like to pick every like herbal plant I see, because I think I have like an herbal plant book, but it's not like in my inventory anymore. I don't know where it went. It just disappeared or some kind of
Okay.
Well,
like the
you
potion
went and
recipe
bought
book.
one, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I put it in my items, but it just like fucking disappeared for some reson. So that was cool. So,
Okay.
I start picking plants.
Okay, roll me a nature checks, because this will just be like as you go. If you recognize a plant, you grab it, that kind of stuff.
Nature.
While he's doing that, actually, I'll let him finish doing that. He's still doing that. I don't know. I just tried to interrupt.
Nature has been rolled.
Okay. So, yeah, no, just while you go throughout the journey, you recognize like some blueberries. You recognize mostly like the plants that are more like edible, nothing like medicinal, but everything that could be just edible.
Nice. I have food.
Who all are we traveling with right now?
Okay, so your traveling party is you are traveling again with basically with the academy. You're traveling.
Mm-hmm.
You see Saloni, you see Rule, you see. Actually, you do not see Super Big Buff Wizard Zenfir.
Okay.
And then the two that are leading the cart are the two halflings that you guys saw. Rescendants and Trill, you would know them as Ander and Kithri Honeypot. And then traveling with a bunch of the other students.
So I try to like go around and to like everyone that I can that like has like I guess like robes on and looks kind of important, and I bring out my fire rune and I'm like, hey, do you know what this is? This is like really important and I need to figure this out.
There's only two people, and that is Saloni and Rule.
Okay, so I'm going to Saloni and I'm just like, hey, like, this has some really deep meaning right here. And I'm like, I feel like I'm on the verge of figuring it out and understanding it. But I just need that, like, gentle push over the edge.
And you see her go over and look at Rule. Is like, Rule, this is your area of study, not mine. And he actually kind of just comes like stumbling over a little bit. It's like, oh, okay, so you're very curious about the runes. Okay, let me see what I can tell you. So, in order to create for runecraft, the basic fundamentals goes into the language in which it is bound to. That is what really is part of the Semitic component, into the verbal component into spellcasting. It is based on the volume, based on this. So that's what writing is truly interesting. So when it comes into the simple rune of fire, it is more than just writing out the word fire. It is understanding the meaning, the connection, the spiritual connection it has to you, the world. And that connection is how your mana is then translated into the rune and expands out into the vast beyond of the world.
I'm like, wait, hold on. This just means fire?
Yes.
You said it means like it was so profound. Like, well, what's going on here?
Ah, fire, it truly is interesting, don't you think?
They teach us this rune year one.
Okay. You know, fire is like a metaphor. A metaphor of life as we know it, always changing, always giving its, just changing into a different form. I think I get where you're going, Rule.
It is bendable, it is changeable, it can burn, it can enlighten, it can light up a room. There's so many things that fire itself can do. So, even just being able to write out, as your classmate says is year one, that is the basic understanding of this. As you delve deeper into it, you begin seeing the intricacies of how each stroke has its own profound meaning. Yes, this is just the general thing for a flame, but if you notice in deeper, it's burning, it is yearning. It is the inner desire, it is the light. That is truly what goes into even a simple rune as this.
So
How
I'm just
far
like,
away are they?
They're actually not far ahead. They're walking like towards the front of the cart.
Sorry, Mitch, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I'm just like writing everything that he says just down next to this big like the rune is just like in the middle of the page, just giant.
Oh
and
yeah.
I'm writing like a whole bunch of notes around it.
Yeah, it's like kind of shorthand as you're going around the picture, everything you can get.
Right.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so Smokey, are you ready for your monologue?
Yes,
Okay.
I have gathered what I can.
I imagine Trill and Resentence have been standing there for no time at all because you immediately launch into this monologue with no like give me time to think and then standing silently for 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was the difficulty was pulling out things to make it more mysterious. I always say
Gotcha.
not sort of give everything away all at once.
You just say the entire plot of your character in like 3
Opens
minutes.
up your backstory document and just reads it verbatim.
I mean, that's pretty much. I wasn't going to do that exactly, but I got it pulled up. So Smokey does like the sort of like the stereotypical cowboy cantina sort of tobacco spit, and it hits a rock and you hear the little ding. And then he pretty much starts, he goes into his whole monologue type deal. Oh, I hate doing this shit. So fuck.
Is that
I can't
here's
for it.
some little bit of acting tip, okay? Take
I
a deep
can't do
breath. Think of again, this isn't even just this is my little acting advice I give to everybody. This I think would work for all your characters. Really put yourself in the character's shoes. Someone is asking about your trauma. How would you respond to that? Because you will find that your experience will then translate into the characters. Yes, use the character's words, but use that kind of connection, because that's what really makes the characters come to life. Good acting is when you have that connection to it. So just kind of think of how would you respond if someone was asking about your dark past? How would you respond to if someone was doing that? And this is someone you are starting to trust, starting to understand with. Because could make you hold back some information. That can make you give more information. So for everybody's characters, I would suggest kind of keeping that in mind on how you want to do it. Always ask, like, if I was, because in every respect, you guys are in your character's shoes. How would you do it? How would you respond to the situation? Because this is going to be what makes your character unique and yours.
Now to make sure right now, just one simple question, make sure I got this right. The way it's sort of set up is like the tabaxi are on top, then you have like the other, pretty much just the tabaxi, then everybody else. Sort of like
Correct.
you got them living the high life, and you got everybody else sort of living in like the slums type of.
Not exactly. So the way how, at least with the Canuck, it is like the Tabaxi, they were the first ones there. So they're the ones that have kind of the more responsibility. Whereas, especially with the Rhino people, they're not quite in slums. I would say they're technically like middle class to upper middle class. They're in that level. Whereas the Tabaxis are, I would say, even middle to high. They're within that range of it. They still, basically, the Rhinos are still doing kind of the grunt work, but during that time, it was a cohesive time. It was a partnership.
Okay, so it was like a mix between the two, and everybody else was sort of on the lower.
Everybody
lower
else saw to them as like the guardians, the protectors. They're, again, the people they looked up to be honest.
Okay, I get it now. That was my only question to figure out how to word the whole thing in a way that actually made sense.
All right, you got it.
Ah!
You got this.
So the way that things work in my city is you had the Tabaxi and the Rhino folk working as sort of like the guardians of the city type of thing, and we were working out a deal with the Minotaurs because My old man runs the shipyards and the trade routes and most of the stuff like that. So me and my older brother Steele, me and my older brother Steele were set on guard, sort of muscle for the deal between the Tabaxi and the Minotaurs. Then out of nowhere, Orc raid comes in, which isn't uncommon for that part of the world, for a city and that part of the territory and everything like that. But this was a secret thing, and only the few of us that were there knew about it. I was 14 maybe at the time, barely an adult. The orcs attack, I freeze up. My brother comes in, pushes me out of the way. My secondary horn gets knocked off by a spear. Just barely missed me and gouges him right through the heart. And after that, that's when I lost my shit. Killed everything that I could get my hands on. And simply I hold my brother in my arms afterwards as he's dying. No final words, no nothing. I bring his body back to my father. I explain the whole situation. And he sends me into the exile. And he sort of points at his bighorn where a lot of them could see like a giant, what looks like just like a dagger cut mark. What looks like to be some kind of rune, but it's cut through. And he just points to that and says, the sign of exile for a rhino folk. It pretty much cuts you out of the whole clan. I was wandering on my own for a while till I find a Goliath clan that takes me in. Been living with them and doing hired sword work with them ever since.
I look at the half-elf, or not the half-elf, the half-orc student, and I'm just like, what do you have to say for yourself?
Jesus Christ.
He's not listening. He's not even listening. He's like a cart back.
Trill is like usually like, all jokey and like smiley. Trill is just looking at you in like, oh shit, this isn't something to joke about, like sympathy.
I think
Like
Rescendance
Xander
as
does
well.
the same.
Just silently, just kind of sitting there.
I
Same.
try to offer a hand on the shoulder, but I can't reach without it being awkward. So I just kind of put like my hand on your arm.
Just sort of gives like the head's ruffled hair or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I don't speak. I have nothing to say to that.
I feel like Rescendance kind of pauses for a moment and then goes, well, you don't seem like the type to want an apology, but we are sorry that happened. And just kind of sits there lost for words, not really sure what to say.
So he just sort of nods and just sort of keeps walking by. Keeps walking.
You just knocked me out.
And then before he turns, he says, "And now you know why I'm an alcoholic," and just keeps walking.
Yeah. Fair.
So,
Yeah.
nicely done. All right, so now a couple hours have gone past, and as you guys have continued down this path, you're beginning to now actually see the coastline. You guys are now actually able to peer out onto the ocean.
What time of
Legs
day is it?
are...
You guys are getting into like the afternoon. Like it's currently
Okay.
like they're about ready to stop for basically for lunch. They're
Okay.
about ready to pull over to the side so you guys can have your midday meal.
Second breakfast. So, I guess looking at the map of Kahkri,
Yes.
we're going up to like the top left quadrant of it
Okay. So,
because that's where the academy is, right?
yes, you guys are currently going around where you guys are at. Let me see here. Let me see if I could cheat this a little bit. I will actually. I think I could just pull it up and roll 20. Maybe.
You could draw where we are.
Yeah. Actually, I swear, I think I do have like a bigger picture I can just blow up and then screen share. Yes, that's what I was thinking of doing. But you guys are basically, yeah, you're going up, left, and around the mountain ranges.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So we're actually right now in like the top right situation.
Not quite. Where? Okay, where the heck is this damn picture?
Bear in mind that on the
You know what? I'm just
on the
gonna.
map that we have on roll 20, Kahkri
Oh.
is half cut off.
Oh, okay.
I was like, you know what? Actually, I could just do that. I might just screen share. Resources. Okay. Let's see here if I can screen share. Screen share screen. Discord. So yeah,
Big
where you guys
apples.
are currently at, you guys have already crossed the river and you're making your way this way.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Do that again.
I'm still screen sharing, so.
Yeah.
So you guys have crossed the river right here.
Oh, we're a lot more like northwest than I thought we were. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are actually probably around. Actually, guys, yeah, you guys probably are just crossing the river as I'm thinking about it.
Cool.
And say where you guys will probably end up spending camp is just a little bit more north, and that'll be the end of the first day. Second day, you'd probably end right around here at the coast itself, and then day 3, you're actually inside the city towards the end of the travel.
Neat. Nice.
Stop
Neat.
streaming. All right.
Alrighty.
So, you guys have your midday meal. Anything you guys want to do? Anything you don't want to do?
Has anything eventful happened?
Yeah, it's just traveling. Everybody's just walking.
I'm hearing that story. I am not in the mood to cause problems.
I
However,
Yeah.
have
However,
tamed.
Trill, like as soon as we stop, just like immediately just like flops down onto the ground. Is just like, how much more walking today?
Like try to like take Trill and just like put him up onto the back of the cart just so he can stop walking.
Well, we're stopped for food right now, right?
Yeah, you're stopped for food. Everybody's just. This is like one of the breaks you guys take to get some food, rest up.
I'm very dramatically trying to stay on the ground and not stand up as you try to do this.
Yeah, just like once you struggle, I just like drop you. I'm just like, I'm done.
Everyone-
There's
I give
no
my
helping this.
I just imagine all of my classmates are just like, yeah, this checks.
No, they're also struggling because most of them aren't athletic.
Yeah, that's also fair.
Only ones that aren't struggling are the Arcane Kai members and the teachers.
And me.
Yep, and you. I was talking just from the academy staff, but yeah.
Yeah.
I say you and the bards are actually the bards and Rod are all doing good.
Feeling good.
So it's just the two spellcasters
I'm
that are
just
sitting here like.
Why did I decide to come?
I don't know what Rescendance is doing, but I'm very much playing it up.
I think I think Rescendance is trying to like not show how much it's worn him out, but he's definitely like rubbing his feet like, God, these
Of course he
boots
is.
are not meant for walking.
Clever, very clever.
Say that with a straight face. It's
Like-
cheating.
Alexander pulls out his bassoon and starts playing. These boots weren't made for walking.
That's just what they do.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. Is there anything going on that we should know about, or is it really just a pretty?
It's again, you guys are just like walking. It's kind of a boring. Again, think of it like a hike. Not a lot of people are. They're conversing, they're talking, but like no one's doing really anything. They're just trying to get from point A to point B and having as much of a
Yeah.
good chat as they can.
While
Yeah.
not being traumatized.
Yep. And again, it seems like mostly the people within your party are the ones that heard it. Nobody else did.
Maybe like one or two people sort of heard in and out, and they're just like, "What the fuck?"
They're like,
Yeah.
that is not our. We shouldn't be eavesdropping. Should we eavesdrop? No. We shouldn't be eavesdropping. Okay.
So I mean, like, no good hike is complete without a good set of gummies, and so I'm like trying to look around and create my own gummies, maybe out of like tree sap or something like that.
You bewilder me.
Is there, like-
Sure.
Is there like gummy fish? And in the pond of gummy fish, there's a gummy bear inside of that.
Fishing.
I don't know how the hell that happened. There was just a gummy bear in my Swedish fish.
Which is insane.
Oh, okay. So you have kind of the idea of generally how to make it, but you're not really seeing any good like sap trees to like really tap into. And I don't even think you have like the what is it? The little device that smacks into it. Oh, what is it?
The tree tap.
Yeah, the tree tap. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
John Doe, maker of gummies.
I need to add that.
Attempted maker of gummies.
But remember, you guys do have your rations. So if you wanted to have some gummies prior to and have that be part of your rations because you made yourself some trail mix.
Oh hell yeah!
Trill mix, if you will.
Trail mix it.
Someone had to
Really
make the
hope
joke.
everyone was- yeah, I was really hoping everyone wouldn't make the joke, but I hope you were watching.
I was watching your
Discord.
face.
I was thinking about it.
So I guess like I'm gonna say canonically, my entire rations are just gummies, and I'm just like handing them out, just like to try to
You know,
energize
your
people.
rations.
He is the
You know what,
gummy
you'll,
king.
You'll barter someone out of their rations saying you're going to give it to a sick child or something.
Yep.
No, like it's actually like again a trail mix bag that's got like jerky, peanuts, like basic stuff, but it's filled with gummies. So from your one set of rations, you're like giving them all out.
Mhm.
John, do you give any gummies to me?
I would say so, yeah. I'm like,
So as you give me one gummy, I kind of like don't quite get the right angle, and I bite a little bit too far, and I bite your hand as well.
my goodness.
Should I have him roll an attack?
All right,
See if he hits.
Yes.
is that just a D4?
Nope. D20. D20 add your strength.
That is plus 3.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
You
20,
hit.
21,
You hit.
22.
I bet.
You definitely hit.
Just a little bit.
Getting nommed.
It's not even just a little peck. Like you bit his thumb.
Am I just like missing a thumb now?
No. Like he's kind of latched onto the thumb. It's not off, but you're like. It's very much like when you're giving your dog a treat and he snaps up and gets your hand.
Yeah.
That's very much what happened. Oh my gosh.
I didn't realize you like gummies so much, Alexander. Yeah, get off of me.
Our party end up with a rabid bird.
Good lord, imagine if you actually got rabies.
Pass.
Jacen, don't you fucking dare. I saw you, don't you do it.
Not this.
We don't need
Not
to-
this session. Not this session. You got nothing.
You don't need Alexander 3, his brother.
Oh, Alexander 3 is not quite his brother. I already have plans for 3.
Oh,
Wait, are you
Hate that.
planning to die?
He's got to have his back up.
Yeah. You never know.
Are you planning to die?
Well, I'm just thinking about the future. Not necessarily Alexander 2's death.
could be a different campaign set in the same world,
Yeah, exactly.
which would be hilarious.
Or you're just planning for your death.
Never hurts,
Never hurts. Anyway,
Okay.
especially with this crew.
after I've sufficiently complained, I eat my rations, and I'm just chilling because I know I'll have to walk again soon. Disgusting.
I think same. Same for Ascendants.
This is basically akin to torture. How dare they do this to us?
I would like to scavenge
What you trying to scavenge?
for food.
For more
We have
berries?
rations.
I don't need rations. I must scavenge.
Again, that nature check, you're able to find enough to kind of keep you fed
Nice.
for edible berries.
Tasty.
Okay, so after about an hour break for everybody to eat, get the cattle, get the horses their feed, you guys are back on the road again.
On
The road again.
Right.
I can't wait to be on the road again.
Actually, as one of you guys starts doing this, the rest of the party picks it up, and you guys begin singing in unison.
Yes.
Yes.
Team building.
road again.
Come on, sing it with me, Shrek! I can't believe it, but we're on the road again.
Come on, stick with me now.
All right. So, anything else you guys want to do on the second half of the journey before you guys stop for the night?
I am using. I don't know. I'm in silence, but I am using shape water on my water flask and just making shapes and messing with it.
The best fidget toy in the
Keeping
universe.
myself entertained.
Honestly, I wish I could do that.
I wish that was a level 1 spell. It just procs my wild magic surge.
Uh-oh.
No, no spells
Cast level 3 fireball on self.
at level 1.
Not again.
I need some burner spells so I can just wild magic surge.
I have a quick idea for something.
Okay.
Boy.
During the raid of the phantasmal dungeon thing,
Yeah, Phantasmal Syndicate.
I stole a map that was a crude map, but it seemed to have some information of theirs on there that I didn't know about. I was wondering if I were to take a look at that and see if there's anything that may be of interest. Just like got bored and was like, oh, I have that, and look at it on our way back to the Enclave.
A crude map of the dungeon guys were in that you drew?
No, there is a map of Kahkri as well. The
Mm,
crude map I gave to Saloni.
yeah, that's what I thought. So you're looking at the map of Kahkri? Or
Yeah,
or the city you were just in?
of Kahkri.
Okay.
And I'm just the thing I have in my equipment is map of Kahkri from Phantasmal Hideout. It was in that same bookshelf that I got the beginner tomes and stuff. It wasn't like super.
It was a general map. Okay, I'm remembering it now. I was like, I don't remember putting it in there. Okay, but yeah. So yeah, no, it's just again,
it didn't have anything.
Yeah, it's like this. Where it is just kind of a overview of the entire map of the region. Like nothing specific, nothing really written on there. It's just kind of a bigger overview of what the map looks like of the city.
Okay. That is all.
Okay. Anything else, or guys ready to get into the night meal?
Smokey's just chewing his grass and humming a little tune to himself.
Okay. All right, so you guys stop for evening meal as you guys are setting up camp.
Is there anything of importance at this camp?
No, just, again, it's a normal, everybody's setting up camp, everyone's getting ready for bed, everyone's kind of relaxing because they had a long day of walking.
Once again, Alexander goes full Looney Tunes style and quickly, like, constructs this little camp and everything, and then, like, has a bed and everything, and then quickly, once it's constructed, he's just, like, straight to bed already.
Okay.
Who's gonna tie him up this time?
I'll do it.
All right. You tie them up. Not that hard. At this point, you guys have a system. You guys know how to wrap them up. You guys know how to unwrap them.
Gotta hog tie a sleeping chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeehaw.
Funny enough, there's no shenanigans going on with Alexander tonight.
I feel like
Which
you're
causes us
something.
even more suspicion.
On day 3, he releases all that stored up energy.
Okay.
After, like, again, loudly complaining about how long the walk is, while also refusing to ride on the back of the cart for the entire time, because Rescendence wasn't doing it. Yeah, I make my camp, aka I unpack my bedroll and nothing else. And in the general vicinity of the party, and I'm just laying down, maybe reading, probably not off to bed yet.
Okay.
I think Rescendence takes that map that he had found and starts marking the things that he saw. Just little notes, like, throughout, like, oh, there was this landmark and anything like that.
Yeah, you
Just throughout the...
easy, like, you're like, oh yeah, I remember food tasting good here. Oh, this is actually where me and Trill, this is where our apartments are located. Again, it's just kind of stuff like that. You're making just kind of little annotations for yourself.
Yeah, turning it into my own thing.
Yeah. Like, you find the poor, you got everything kind of written down, like the basic essentials. Okay.
Meanwhile, John is just like staring at this fire rune, just trying to recreate it, and he's just, I don't know, just like writing it multiple times, writing it on trees that he finds, or just like in the grass.
All flammable things.
becomes a rune knight.
Okay. So you're just writing it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I guess I'm trying to like speak it, but I have no clue what to say.
Okay.
I'm just like saying whatever comes to mind. So I'm just like, go flame, fly, fire.
So as you say fire, you see the rune light up.
Oh my gosh!
On all the
Whoa!
flammable
And
things.
like quick call over rule.
Like, you just see it, like, again, it's more like you see kind of it being more like embers.
Okay.
Like
okay.
no full-fledged flame yet, but it's like it's warming up.
Mm-hmm.
And Rule does come out and is like, you're beginning to see what it means to be a scribe mage.
Nice. So
Weston's
I guess I'm just
multifaceted.
like on the ground and I'm chanting fire, 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 fire.
And
And the whole forest goes up in flames.
Bunga bunga moment.
that's what I'm saying. Goes X coupled Ethernet, X coupled Ethernet. But with fire, 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 fire. And again, the embers are just like it's pulsing at this point. It's just pulsing.
Okay. Okay.
Like you're seeing the connection. You're beginning to kind of put the formula together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so anything else you guys want to do?
Mori just sort of wanders off into the forest, like out of sight.
Out of mind. Okay, we're leaving him behind.
Okay, what are you wanting to do in the forest?
Yeah, just sort of wander around, just sort of take in the forest, since he's never really been actually this far north.
Okay,
Well, I guess I'll save my interaction with John Doe for next night because he's gone.
Damn.
Rough.
And honestly, I was kind of thinking about doing that already because he's got stuff going on. So I can wait.
Good. I think I would probably set up closer to Trill and start just like general chit chat talking to Trill, since we haven't really had a moment since the whole thing to just kind of sit there and talk.
Any specific general chit chat you want to get out of me?
More, not anything super specific, more just like casual talking about what we need to do when we get back to the Enclave, things like that. Unless you have something you'd like to bring up.
I've got nothing in particular.
Neither do I.
I was just waiting to see if you're going to be like, so what's it like shoving your head through a portal?
What's the like shoving through your head? No, I already asked you that.
Did you? Oh, yeah.
so the conversation would be more like, look, I have this form we're trying to fill out for the report. Do you know what I have to put in this box right here? Because I have no idea.
Oh, I just guessed, and like I put my name there.
I'm looking at it and it's clearly labeled date starting and date ending, and it's just like Trill.
They'll figure it out. Like, so what if some boxes are swapped around? It's fine.
They're labeled.
And
Wait.
labels are meant to be broken.
that is rules, and that's also not Trill.
Trill?
Trill.
Trill?
Yeah. Trill?
Wait, did someone say Trill Mix?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I think there's probably just some banter about that. I'm like, what are you writing? Like, are we just gonna write and then just kind of carry on that scene moves to wherever?
Okay. All right.
Date of birth is basically the current date.
So, Smokey, as you're out in the middle of the woods, you're seeing actually quite a bit of wildlife just moving around you. You do see some like fireflies. You're seeing a lot of just kind of new creatures that you've only heard of from other travelers. And even when you were roaming with the Goliath tribe, you did see some of these things, but being this close to a more magical, mana-rich source, these like fireflies are changing colors. Like it's not just the usual yellow. You're seeing purple, you're seeing blue, you're seeing yellow, orange, red, and it's just this beautiful kind of magical, fantastical scenery in this beautiful lush green forest.
Ooh.
Fire.
Fire.
I'm an ice mage. I don't got fire.
Fire you.
You experience kind of a sense of peace.
feel a
Just
sense
sort
of
of-
peace.
I have not felt this in many years. He just sort of stops and sort of takes in the peace and tranquility.
And you do so. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do before bed?
Rod would like to meditate,
All right, you
as
meditate.
monks do.
You absolutely do. Oh, that's right. Do you have a morning monk meditation ritual?
I do now.
You sing the monk theme song.
I have watched 2 episodes of Monk ever in my life. I'll be totally honest.
But it's a season 2 theme song, by the way.
I'm sure it is. Yeah.
It's a jungle out there.
Wow, that's crazy. There's jungles, and they do be out there, don't they?
Okay.
They do be out there, don't they?
They do.
So, with that, you guys go to bed for another nice, good long rest. As you guys rest up and get ready for day 2 of traveling. I'll speed day 2 up. Anything you guys are wanting to do while you travel?
Nope.
I want to trip Trill once.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
At what time of day? At what time of day? And also,
I want it to be literally we start walking, everything's all packed up, and it's like 6 a.m.
immediately trip me.
Immediately
I've
trip
got
you. Just
18.
God damn it.
God damn it, Bobby.
That's all
You
there is.
save, no problem.
I just sit there and I just like give you a look of like I'm gonna get it.
Okay, can I wait until like after lunch and then try and trip for sentence?
Absolutely.
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
Fuck.
This time Trill got you. He got a stick and just like... Actually, no. What he did was he did shape water. Got it at least even kind of a little bit more like denser. And that was enough to just trip you over.
I like the idea that of Rescendance just sitting face down for a few seconds, like, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Not getting up. And then just slowly gets up and starts walking.
I'll offer you a hand up. Whether or not you take it is up to you.
I will take the hand up and I will laugh.
Okay. Friendship prevails.
Friendship prevails.
How long until we just genuinely kill each other?
Next session.
Captain!
20 minutes.
Exactly. On day 3, I think I'm gonna have enough. No, that's all I wanted to do.
Okay. You guys, anything else you guys want to do during the travel of day 2?
I'd like to scavenge more medicinal herbs.
Give me another nature check. We'll do at least one nature roll per day.
Slowly amassing enough weed to build a syndicate.
11.
All right.
Again.
Same 11. Wow. Yeah, you find enough to make your meals, to kind of live off the land.
I'm going to try to like slip a little bit of meat into Rod's rations.
All right, sleight of hand. This time we'll go with your passive perception, so you have to beat a 16.
Beat a 16. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Dang! Oh, yeah. You do.
What a dick. What a dick, dude.
You slip a little bit of meat into it. Actually, you like pasteurize it, get it tendered, and make it look very similar to a berry.
Berry.
Shame.
This is bullying.
This is fun.
Vegan abuse.
Vegan abuse.
Baboose.
All right. Okay. Anything else? Have we covered everybody?
The IRL vegan slowly slides into his chair more. Scared.
It's like, oh no. It's okay. I got you a pepperoni pizza. I'm good.
Victory.
Don't let Mitch around any of your food, Roscoe.
I know.
Okay, so now we're getting into the night. Anything you guys want to do before bed for day 2?
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
What's John doing right now?
What are you up to, John?
I mean, I'm kind of just like sitting on the cart, obviously, because I don't want to walk.
Of course.
And I'm just like gazing at Rod and just like kind of smirking.
And I
noticed.
Can I sneak up behind you?
Roll
Do
stealth.
I need to do...
Stealth versus passive.
Okay, so I trip straight over the wheel of the cart loudly.
This time, Rescendant's got you.
Yes.
As you're trying to sneak up behind John, Trill goes, gotcha! Not Trill. Rescendant goes, gotcha!
you know, those videos where someone trips and falls and it just makes like a noise way louder than you think it should.
Yup.
It's like that. It's like face down, like tail just like pointing straight up, like friggin' like in surprise. Pick myself up, and then I continue acting sneaky as I walk up behind John, who definitely knows I'm there.
He's like looking at you. It's like a cat that's trying to be sneaky, sneaking up to you.
I imagine tiefling eyes kind of, not like full on glow. Do they full on glow?
I
know
don't
they're
think
just
so.
a solid color. Okay.
Don't think
I
they
think-
do unless you have some type of magical kind of reasoning behind it.
I am using
Yeah.
thaumaturgy to make my eyes glow
There you
like a cat.
go.
And I guess that just like catches my eye, and I'm like, wait.
I wouldn't have noticed that otherwise. And I walk up, still acting like you don't see me. It's like, what you doing?
I'm just sitting on the cart,
You're
enjoying this nice travel.
you're looking pretty intently at the monk over there.
Yeah,
Yeah, why are you doing that?
I enjoy his company.
From like 20 feet away.
Yes. His whole mannerisms just intrigue me.
Don't know if I
That was
want to
really
roll
creepy,
ins-
John. Why are you talking about me like that all the way over there?
Is that actually happening? Is
Rod
Is that
has
actually
superhuman
happening?
hearing.
You're like 20 feet away from me.
And he's got a 16 passive perception, so he could, technically.
That's true. That's true.
Plus that's
Oh my
not very-
god.
this is actually happening?
Middle school for me. We had this like kind of weird kid. We're like good friends now, but he got caught staring at just like one of the other guys in class, and he was just like, what are you doing? And this guy was just like off the top of his head, just couldn't think of anything. He was just like, I'm studying your personality.
So funny.
Oh god.
I mean, that's how I do it. I just study people's personalities, and I just know everything, you know?
John's studying
Shit,
Rod's
no.
personality
Oh.
by
Hey,
feeding
Rod,
him
I
meat.
think he likes you.
Please stay away from me.
I mean, yeah, that'd probably be for the best. Also, keep him away from your drinks or something.
Why?
What is?
I actually don't know that. That's a meta comment. Don't worry about it.
Ah,
So meta.
So how far away is this happening from Rescendants? Because I just popped out of the ether and Trill. Am
Oh.
I hearing all this?
Oh, yeah, you're not far. Like, you just tripped Trill, and you're not that far away. Like, you're there. You're hearing this.
Okay. I think Trill, or not Trill, excuse me. Dang it. I think
Rescendants.
Rescendants is sitting there and just looking at the whole scenario happening, looking at Trill, who's trying really hard to like use intimidation after he just got tripped, and then John just staring at a monk, just trying to peacefully do his thing, and is just doing monk things. And I just like the idea of Resendish just sitting there staring at all this, and it's like, these are the people that I invited to come, or these are people that we invited to join us.
Yeah.
So
I have a little bit more to say. That's all right.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, but real talk. I've noticed that you've been messing around with that rune you copied down when they, like, absolutely destroyed that cloak that you were messing around with.
Well, I mean, like, Rule said it was, like, very important. And so I'm really just trying to figure it out. And just, he said it was so much deeper than it seems on the surface.
Well, Rule is the rune magic teacher. So, I mean, of course he'd say that that's, like, super important. When I mean, like, you know, you ever had a math teacher who's just like, yes, algebra, you're gonna need it every day, every hour. It's the most important thing of your life. That's kind of like him with rune magic. I haven't actually used runes in, like, 2 years. But still, I think it's really interesting that you're trying to learn it.
Interesting. So you're saying this just means nothing?
Oh, I think Rescendance would kill me if I said that. Isn't that right? Can I roll perception to see if I see Rescendance? Is Rescendance hiding at all?
No,
you're
totally
he's
just
standing
standing
right
there.
there.
I give Rescendance. Wouldn't you, Rescendance?
I think Resendus just sits there and then like kind of thinks back over the past year and goes, no, actually, you know, I haven't really used runes much either. So they're very important and very cool and have a long history and should be studied. But they're not very practical in my use either.
And so that just, like, secures my interest even more.
That is fair.
Well, anyway, graceful entrance aside, I just wanted to see what you were up to with that. But,
Did
you
we
know,
notice
nice to catch up. Dude, what?
Did we notice it glowing, or was that just
Yep.
was that just him?
I'm pretty sure you guys would have noticed John chanting fire and seeing something kind of light up in the middle of the night, like as the sun went down. So
I was gonna do this the previous night.
Okay.
But yeah. So I was assuming I had seen it.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry for intruding. I was just curious is all. And I'm going to slink away back into the shadows.
Roll stealth. I'm curious.
Narrowly avoiding tripping over the same thing again.
Okay. Oh, that's not actually too bad.
It's not.
So you actually do kind of slip back, kind of. You do walk away, and eventually the night and the light from the campfire just is no longer there.
I realize that I've walked too far away and have to do like a walk of shame back to my bedroom. Like, blatantly.
You're like, ooh, I sneaky.
Rescendance bed.
Crap, I'm lost. All right, backtrack.
All about the effect.
Rescendance is just sitting at the bedroll.
All right.
While all this is happening, all the events that have happened, I am still sound asleep. Nothing is going on with me.
Okay.
That is so scary.
Nothing at all to worry about.
Who's dying?
No,
Well, that's even more suspicious.
Still tied up. Nothing's going on, just sound asleep.
Oh yeah, that is until one of us forgets to tie you up, and then all hell breaks loose.
If Rescendence was back at my bedroll when I got back, I just give him a look like, what?
I'm just sitting there and I'm like, because I didn't see him like go too far. I'm just like, wait, you left before me. How did you get here after me?
Good night, Rescendence.
It's a good night, Trump.
Like, absolute obvious deflection.
Just not worth questioning it.
All
I
right.
don't get answers anyway.
Okay, so anything else you guys want to do before you guys like turn in from day 2 and getting into day 3?
That's my night.
I feel like, so I go to some of the just like mage apprentices, and I try to like take them aside into, hold on. Has anyone like not, I guess, noticed me or like know of me in our traveling party?
They've all seen you. They all kind of like, okay, we picked up a couple stragglers. About 3, maybe 4 people know about you. Out of the how many? 3, 4.
Like,
So there's
know about the shenanigans.
1, 2, 3. 4. So there's about 5 people. Actually, you know, most of them saw you try to get into the breakfast line, trying to get out. So they all saw you that. Now I'm thinking about it. So they know you're kind of suspicious, but they're not like overtly suspicious. They're like, okay, is that kind of level?
Okay. So I guess I just like go up to them and introduce myself.
All right, so you
I'm like-
actually approach, I want to say, 2 humans and 1 half-elf, actually.
Cool. And I'm like, hello. My name
Greetings.
is Hugo Chandra. And I am just like this famous croupier out of Saiv. I'm trying to use like the map here and just like the little island.
Oh, Sayu?
Yes, Saiv.
You're a famous what now?
What is a croupier?
Person
Croupier.
in charge of a gaming table.
Yes.
I had to Google it.
What was it, Devin?
The person in charge of a gaming table.
Would you guys be interested in a game of cards?
1 second here. Of course, you had to go
Your
with that
name has
island.
Your name has gotten 2 full lines longer.
That's so good.
Oh, he's a fucking card dealer in a casino.
Oh god, what is all that for?
So
history
the
check.
half-elf woman turns to you, is like, oh really? You are from the island of Sayu?
Geography check, I'm guessing.
Oh goodness. And I'm like, why
It
yes,
was
of
so
course.
far.
Really? So you're one of the priests of the moon god Sayu?
Not quite. You see, I used to be a priest, but I fell in love with the gambling arts. And
oh, really? I thought on Sayu all alcohol, all gambling, all that was illegal.
It's Utah.
As you see the other 2 people just start bursting out laughing.
I'm just gonna still go with it, and I'm just gonna be like, yes, but I just loved being in that just illegal sense of it just gave me the thrill of life. And I started my own gambling ring underneath the priests.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
Oh no. Alright, here's the first one. Second
Oh.
one.
Gonna say they just again they even start bursting out louder like, look, if you just want to play a game of cards, we're game. You don't have to lie about it.
I'm standing firm in this, and I am being like, no, I have this special deck of cards that is
And immediately someone goes in that what a traveling fortune teller gave you that would predict your future and always give you winning hands.
no, because that would be to your misfortune, and I would never wish misfortune on the people I'm.
Again, these three are just laughing, just like, nah, we're good. You go and play cards with your party with your friends.
Damn.
Oh man! All right.
At this point, Smokey just sort of wanders over hearing talk of gambling and stuff like and cards and all this. Just this giant scenario, he just sort of wanders over and like, who's playing cards now?
And the three look at it's like, oh, your friend here, he wants to play some cards.
No.
No.
He just sort of looks at him. He's like, no. He's like, whatever you're doing, stop it. And then Smokey pulls out like a regular deck of playing cards. He's like, we can play if you want. They're a little big, but
Like, okay, yeah, we'll play with you.
I just sort of he sits down and he's like sits there like, all right, what are we playing?
How about just a simple game of like Three Dragons Ante or something like that? How about that?
It works for me. And he starts dealing out the cards.
Okay. So, were you guys wanting to bet and actually play, or are you just wanting to play for fun?
Let's do a little bit of actual gambling.
I know what John wants.
So,
Shut
okay,
up.
well,
Him.
we'll keep the
gamble
pot
with
small with a couple copper pieces.
Sounds good.
Say, what about 40 gold?
Fuck up.
They immediately start to like, we broke as shit!
So am I. This doesn't pay very well.
It's like, we can do coppers, alright? Alright. Okay. So who's game for Three Dragons Ante?
I'm asleep.
I'd be down to play if I'm still awake and close.
Okay.
guess maybe
I
I'm
will
reading.
also be down to play. To see what it's like to get swindled by Mr. John Doe himself.
You were used to swindle once.
That's true. It did happen.
That's true.
I mean, swindling isn't really in
Shut
the
up.
cards right now because they're just coppers.
Now, if
I
we
mean,
were
it's
playing
literally
gold
in the
or
card.
gold,
It's very literally in the cards. It's a card game.
So just curious, did you guys see the roll I just did?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
12.
Gotcha. Okay.
Two.
Bless
What?
you.
Thank you.
12, or I guess specifically 3d6.
Holy fuck.
Rolling 1DF.
Well, 3D100.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure this all out because this is where I don't use D20 enough.
1D6.
I'm
18.
a mature man.
as well as we all are.
Just gonna do this again. I'm curious. What about that one? Did you guys see that roll?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, figured it out. Cool.
I rolled a 1.
Congratulations.
The 1d6.
Does that mean it worked?
I think.
Have you
Yes.
gotten 1 6?
No.
One day I want to get those huge D100 dice, where
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just 1 through
Oh
100.
my god. It just works as a ball.
Yeah.
I've rolled one of those. They're so inconvenient.
Okay. So everybody who's playing, go ahead, roll. I would say try to whisper it to me. That's what I was trying to figure out. So if you go over to where you pick your dice,
Did you see
there's the GM one. Hit the GM one and roll it to me. And
Yep, yep.
that's
Yeah.
okay.
And
Was it a D20?
No, it's 3d6s.
3d6s. Hold on. Ignore that. There you go. Oof.
Okay.
1 second. 3d6s?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that I did this whisper right. 1 second.
I believe you can also do /GM roll.
Yeah.
No, that I
It
did.
did not.
That 8.
Oh, it did not do it. How do you do?
Okay.
Is it /GM?
Let's say, or
Okay.
if you go over to where the dice is, you will see the GM thing at the very top where it has your dice selector. Click on that, it will
Oh,
highlight it,
yeah.
and that way it will just roll straight to the GM. It will just roll to me.
Ah,
cool.
there we are.
There we go.
All right.
Well, I re-rolled.
Okay.
Damn.
As a sentence, you would go with the first one. Unless you want to say that one was a test.
Who is?
Rescendants, because I got two
Oh.
batches.
Yeah. If that one was hidden, I would have taken it. But I'm
Okay.
assuming it's secretive for a reason.
Yeah. So this way you can. All right. So you guys have your numbers. You have your dice. Now comes in the first bet. Each of the students put down 3 copper pieces.
Yeah, top 3 copper as well.
I'll throw in 3 copper.
Okay.
Same here.
3 copper.
All right. So looks like everybody has met the ante. All right. Guys, ready to reveal?
Yes.
Before we reveal, I'm going. How many other people are we playing with?
You're playing with the 3 students that were sitting there.
Okay. I'm gonna take out a little bit of pocket sand and just blow it into the 3 students' faces and cast sleep on them.
For 9 copper?
You're gonna get us fucking kicked out. We're gonna get booted.
Okay.
We're gonna get our 2 homies booted.
What kind of save do they need to make?
Hold on. Sleep.
Be fun. This should be interesting.
Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet.
So in other words, you sleeped your entire party.
Oh, okay. So
Good
we all
night.
just fell asleep. With just the copper on the table.
Except for, I would think... Actually, wait. I'm curious.
I'm just
That's
watching
funny.
from the sidelines.
I'm trying to remember here. Half elves here.
I do believe yeah. Hold on.
Elves have trance. They are immune to sleep.
Yeah.
Elves
yeah,
do,
immune to
but what
sleep.
about half elves?
They are immune to magic sleep.
Okay, there you go.
Fey ancestry.
Yep.
So me and John are immune to sleep.
So
So do we have to make spell slaves now?
5d8. So, okay, yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Choose within range, starting creature.
I don't think so.
I don't know how many.
I think
people
this just happens and it gets less potent as it goes through.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I
Does
think-
it need to do? Oh, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure. I think it's like if it deals your entire hit points, you go to sleep, and if
Yeah.
it doesn't,
And then
you're
whatever's
not.
remaining goes on to the next one.
Yeah, pick your target.
I don't know if it goes from lowest HP to highest. I don't know if this is actually gonna get all three students you're trying to get.
I don't think it is. I think it's gonna end up getting me.
gonna
Actually,
smell
out of
something.
everybody, I can say, out of the party, who has the lowest?
I have 13 HP.
Okay, so our ascendance goes down.
I have 25.
I don't know what the NPCs have. I have 15.
Okay, you're down next.
Oh, lovely.
Actually, no, you're not down, because, yeah, 13. Actually, no, it takes out just you two.
Great.
I was just
Oh.
watching, and you passed me out.
Actually,
Well,
yeah, no, that's about right. 13, and, yeah, that's 28.
You know what? I needed to sleep anyway. I very stealthily fall asleep.
The other three are like,
So then I guess I do this, and I see both of like my party members fall asleep, and I like put my head on the table and fake being asleep.
okay, with that, I think they fold. So let's go ahead and move those
take
three. Yep. So now those that are still in that are awake,
Right.
go ahead
No.
and reveal the first one.
No, I'm no.
Say you're folding.
I fold. I leave. Goodbye.
Okay.
I don't deal with his shit. And I point to John. I'm going to bed.
All right. So they turn now to Smokey, who's the only. Basically, it's those three and Smokey who's playing.
the quickest game of 3-dragon, whatever the fuck it is I've ever played in my entire life.
Apparently, it was so boring that 2 people passed out. So and
uh,
a spectator.
I guess that's what happens when you try to do a sleep spell. Anyway.
Yeah, this ain't the first time someone's tried to sleep spell me in a game like this.
All right, so the first, the action was like, where did I have it? There's okay. So the first human reveals a 4. Then the half elf girl reveals a 6, and then the other guy reveals a 2 for the first reveal.
Wow, I would have won that anyway. My goodness.
No, that's the first one. This is where we would then bet again.
Okay, do I pull out mine?
So with that, you again, actually, the girl who had the 6 puts down 4 more copper pieces. The guy who had a 2 folds. The guy who has the 4 also puts down 4 copper pieces.
I slap down 5.
All right, you see the girl put down meets your copper, and so does the other guy.
Alrighty.
All right, so then with that comes the second reveal. The other guy reveals another 4, and she reveals another 6.
Oh, the 3d6s that were what we pulled out.
Correct. That's what it is.
Oh fuck.
Betting
Oh,
on a-
no.
You're betting on a very losing hand, aren't you?
Yeah.
So with that, the guy folds. He's like, I'm out. So now it's just you and her.
At 100.
So Smokey, what do you want to do? We're back to the betting
At this
run.
point,
Betting or folding?
I'm gonna bet anyway, just to see if I can see if she calls my bluff.
All right. So with that, she calls it. Like, how much are you laying down?
7.
7. All right. She throws down 8.
I just give her like a nod of approval and fold.
And then finally she's like, okay, and reveals there was a 2 at the very end of it.
Fuck! I also had a 2. So I don't know if that was anything.
I'd say she would have won anyway. So
She had a 14, didn't she?
yeah, she had a 14 total. 2, 6,
Damn
and
it.
6.
Oh,
All right. Well, yeah, that was a fun round. You guys want to?
how much copper did I lose again?
Let's see here. First one was 3, then 4, then you put down
14 total.
8 last time. For the last
7,
one,
I think.
7. So
14
yeah,
total.
14 total. 14 copper pieces.
I have 1 copper piece left.
Okay. So all right. Do you guys want to keep playing, or do you guys want to call for the night?
I just sort of pack up my cards. I'm out of copper.
Well, we can always just play for fun.
Then let's keep going.
Okay. So at that point, again, we'll fast forward so that way.
Yeah.
You guys play a couple more hands. You win a couple. She wins a couple. A couple of the other guys, they win 1. And then finally, you guys call it for a night, leaving on good terms. They even help drag everybody else's bodies to their respective bedrolls, and they go to sleep.
Okay, so is John still pretending to be asleep, like, at the
I don't
table
know,
the whole
are you?
time?
Good question.
Yes, very much so. And as
No,
they're dragging me, I'm
I
still
pick up
pretending
John.
to be asleep.
I pick up John and just sort of give him a toss onto his sleeping bag.
Here, look.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just go walk off to mine.
Okay, so that we have finished day 2 travel, and now we're entering into day 3. Is there anything you guys want to do during the travel, or should we just fast forward straight to getting to the city?
Picking
Wanna try and
plants.
trip me again, coward?
He's satisfied with his trip from last night.
Okay, fair.
Okay,
You did
if you're
good.
trying to scavenge for more berries, go ahead and roll me another nature check. Dang, that's 3 11s in a row.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Man,
I'm
is
really good at rolling
scavenging.
11s.
11.
11, 11, 11.
No.
Playing Skyrim. Yep.
Pure 11s. Okay.
Uh,
You do,
yeah.
again, you find berries along the way enough for the day. And now you guys are actually getting into Kahkri. And honestly, I think that might be a good stopping point, even though I could keep going. I say,
It is 1 o'clock for me.
yeah, and I have to get
Actually,
up at 5.
For me,
Oof.
it's 12:54, but maybe it's 1 for Roscoe.
You know what?
Can I trip Alexander?
Lysander, give me a dexterity saving throw.
No.
He's still sleeping and tied up.
Oh, fuck.
We left him.
Actually, no, you guys kept him tied up. Everybody else was like, grabbed him, threw him on the top of the cart.
Lucky bastard doesn't have to walk.
Could have flown.
Like,
Also, by the way, I never actually intended to sleepwalk or play an instrument or anything, but I was thinking that John Doe was gonna do something mischievous and like steal coins or something, like wake up and steal coins or something. So what I was hoping to do in that moment was somehow like have enough sleep strength to get out of the rope that's tied onto me and somehow sleep fly right into where you guys are playing, barge into the place, and then like scoop up both Rescendance and Trill, and then like knock out the 3 students. So then like John had plenty of time to like wake up and steal as much as he could.
I love how John's plans range from like, yes, I'm gonna swindle a bit, to I'm going to knock out 3 students with magic.
I love
So
how he
I'm-
specifically said there's just copper too.
Heal 9 copper pieces.
Just copper.
Yeah,
Not
it goes from I'll swindle this guy to I'll take that guy's turkey leg to I'm gonna knock out these kids and just take all
What were
their
you gonna?
fucking.
What were you gonna do? What were you gonna do if it worked the way you wanted it to? What were you gonna do? What was the plan?
Take some more robes or something.
What? You were gonna strip them naked?
Okay, that's it.
Like-
no more John.
Like- My favorite part is they travel with us. It's not like these are random people. If they
But, like,
wake up and be like,
You're gonna
"Yo,
wait.
what
We
the-"
got a whole
The
day
The
tomorrow.
next day, you're just wearing 3 robes. By the way,
Hey, at least they're legit this time.
should I add the sleep spells to his name or no? I think that's a no, because that wasn't a lie. That was just an
No.
action.
That was just an action you
Um,
did. No.
On the topic of the name,
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's end it with
Oh
this.
yeah.
Star student and imaginary friend Sir John, Johnny, Phil, Doe, Don, Joe, Hugo, Waffles, McButters, Chandra, the traveling food truck, Bollywog Racer, Bard, Croupier, Bandit of Eggs, Deliverer of Uncle's Paper Towels, Player of all sizes of flutes, but no piccolos, although he is in search of one, Stripper of dead, actually unconscious bodies, Ex-priest of the Moon Goddess, Lover of crime and owner of an illegal gambling ring, and attempted maker of gummies. And he didn't mean it.
This is great.
Beautiful.
Oh, this
This
is
is amazing.
fantastic.
You added to your name so much this session. Well done.
Wow.
Much applesauce to John.
Much applesauce.
Also, so much applesauce to Nate because that was a very good backstory moment.
Applesauce.
Yes, fantastic. Like, way to go.
Thank you.
Applesauce.
And I never do that in front of people, but it's not uncommon for me to do it just by
Mhm.
myself
Yeah, go
when
for it.
I'm playing
Yeah.
video games mostly.
Oh, no. Same here. Alright, give me just 1 second here.
Awesome.
Also, Roscoe, I am available.
All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's session. I am hoping we're able to continue the story till next week. Again, this is just so much fun, and I am so glad to be able to play these guys. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I will be able to play Fall Guys Friday, and I'll see you guys then.